Fade from Black.
Expert fade.
How you doing?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Feeling good about the week?
I am feeling good.
Yeah?
I'm feeling great.
You were in here not so long ago, about 5 days ago.
Yeah, we did a great show. It was one of the best.
It was one of the best.
It was one of the best. We had good problems.
Oh, no, I mean my show.
Oh, your show.
Yeah. That was one of the best.
That was a good one, too.
That was one of the best probably in podcasting history.
Well, it made a lot of content for people, and that's what's important. We keep, not only do we benefit ourselves, but we benefit the wider community.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Do you want to start the show?
Yeah,
All
sure.
right.
Why
Let's do
not?
it. Sorry, we're late, everyone. Where is... Oh, no, that's not nice.
Biggest problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe, the only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from rats that think they're clever to malls that are lost forever. I'm your host, Dick Masterson. Joining me as always, just in the nick of time, Vito Links.
I had some traffic. What are you gonna do?
Not Taylor from PKA. You know, he volunteered to fill
Yeah, I know
in.
that fucking scab coming by trying to take my spot.
And then things kind of changed in an instant. It was like, never mind, I'm coming in. Like that. That's a good snap, right?
I'm not letting Taylor take this seat. I know. I see that sneaky little... He's like, I got to get off this PKA shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to get out of here. I got to figure out a lifeline once this thing crashes into the ground.
Didn't he steal Wings' spot on PKA?
Exactly. He's a podcast theft mastermind.
So you saw that happening, and you're like, well,
I don't
want to be Wings.
The second Taylor tries to swoop in, that's when you know
Right.
you're in a bad... Everybody loves Taylor. What's that about?
Well, he's really nice to people.
Yeah. But like
he's funny.
They fucking love him.
Yeah, if you're
I'm
just funny and nice, people love you.
Yeah, but come on.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Funny and nice. It's too much.
Yeah. If you say mean things, you just hit delete instead of send.
Well,
And
I think sometimes you say mean things. That's a part of the comedy world. I'm sure Taylor said mean things before.
No, he's just a nice guy.
He's a nice, positive guy. Tells you where to buy dick shooting pills.
Yeah, for your semen and stuff.
We got to get some endorsements on this show.
Who are you going to sell them to?
What?
All the
What do you
people
mean?
that you
Who?
pissed off?
I didn't piss off that many people, and I want them all back because I always
what?
I always pop right back up.
That apology on Twitter?
I don't remember any apology. I remember a statement of facts. I remember
I guess
clearing of the air.
Oh, did you undox Mint's phone number?
No, I can't talk about that.
What do you mean?
There's certain things I can't talk about on this show.
You doxing Mint's phone number on a live stream?
There's certain things I cannot talk about on this show. Sadly. But we got a great show, and that's what matters.
This is getting weirder and weirder.
It is. Well, it's not getting weirder.
It's pretty weird.
I don't think it's that weird.
It's pretty weird. Okay,
It is what it is.
My friend doxed somebody's number this week on a stream. Oh man, it was
that must have been rough.
That's rough. For no reason.
Yeah.
They just went boom, showed it.
Well, sometimes I can't comment on that, unfortunately.
on the mystery person that I know who did it?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Do you have a restraining order against you? That would be ironic. You get the restraining order against you after all this.
I don't know. I guess so.
Okay, I guess we'll wait for the super chats to figure it out.
I'm excited for the super chat.
You want to know? We're going to be taking turns reading them this week. So
Don't tell them.
What do you mean don't tell them?
Sprung it on them.
I want to be honest.
I'm going to read all
audience.
the super chats.
Do you still not get that?
Get all those.
Straightforwardness and honesty is important when you're dealing with the customer.
Likes a little bit of sneakiness. They like a little bit of surprise.
This is me talking to the customer now.
Yeah.
Okay? I value the customer. And I want to be open and straightforward with them.
I want to surprise you with crazy things that come out of nowhere.
Lateness.
Well, I am late. I'm sorry.
Oh, hell no, one.
That was a good one, although
It's comedy gold.
I'm going to say I kind of fed you that one a little bit.
How's that?
We were talking about it before the show.
Oh, okay. Partial credit.
Partial credit I'm going to take on that one, but I'll let you run with it.
I don't want you to dox my number. I'll give it to you. I'll give you the credit.
Guys, I'll tell you, it starts with an 8. Jerry, you remember when Tom Green doxed, what was the co-host on the Tom Green show? Glenn Humplick.
Yeah, Glenn.
Yeah, and he said we're going to reveal his phone number, one number at a time on the show. And he had this giant board with the number, and he flipped over the first one.
Yeah.
But the rest of it was facing outwards on the MTV stage. It just faces out onto Times Square. So the whole phone number was out there the whole time. And then Glenn's like, I've been getting a million calls. He's like, well, we couldn't have anticipated that people would just look up and see your phone number.
That's like good heart, good natured.
Very good natured.
Not like,
Not
take this,
doxing.
you bitch.
Not doxing. Doxing is very bad.
Snitches got number 2. The death of the shopping mall, number 3. I thought that would be higher, but I went to the Americana, that outdoor mall.
Yeah.
And that's where all the hot chicks in LA are.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Americana is very popular for that because they got like a bunch of like high end. They got like an Apple store. They got a bunch of high end fashion and shit.
Partially, but it's also because the security there will get rid of the bums.
Yeah.
So you park under it and then walk up, and then you don't have to deal with homeless people.
It's surprisingly nice there compared to everywhere else in Los Angeles.
Yeah. So I don't know. I need to find more excuses to go. I mean, I'm talking about like enormous tits.
What did you go to the Americana for? Just to hang out?
We saw Beetlejuice too.
That theater. So you went to that theater? I like that theater.
Yeah, it's a good theater.
Did you go to that Dolby theater, or you just went to the regular?
No, I just went to the regular one. Beanbag chairs.
How was Beetlejuice? Was it actually good?
It was okay. Are you gonna watch it?
Not in theaters.
If times were,
is it worth going to the theaters?
If times
That's the
were
question.
better,
yeah.
we could have done a great review on it.
Really?
Yeah, if times were better.
Times are great. So I mean, you mean the general, spirit of America? There's a lot of strife. America's down.
America's really shitting all over itself.
America's being in an election year. I gotta say, there's a different energy. Everybody kind of.
You know what?
Yeah.
My last podcast didn't survive the election.
The election, I know.
I think it messes up your guys' brains.
I think it messes up your guys' brains. I can't even talk about what you're doing because I know you're going to talk about it later. But
what do you mean?
We'll get into your problem a little later.
Okay, and then beanbag chairs was last.
I went looking for a new beanbag chair.
Oh yeah.
Well,
and then it turned out I was at a mirror store, right? That's the joke.
That's pretty good.
Boring.
You gotta. Sometimes you gotta. I get like heartburn sometimes.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to elevate your top half so that everything keeps flowing
like
down.
Standing up. Oh, in like
you
one
get
of those
like
beds.
you can get like a wedge. You can get like a triangle wedge. Mm-hmm. I was using the beanbag and that was comfortable, but
medical beanbag.
Yeah, I would need a medical beanbag.
You getting heartburn?
Not as much lately. There was like a period of time. I don't know what was going on.
Probably too much eating.
I guess.
Fill it up to the top like an offboard motor,
Well, there was like a period of time I was getting it like every night. I had to like take Tums every night. Now it's stopped. So I don't know if my gut just hardened up or what. Finally repaired itself.
Okay, I guess I'll start reading some of these. I got a bunch of songs, too. Fart noises.
I've got a bunch of songs.
Zingler says, vote up watching a man drown. I don't know what he means by that. Tardy Johnson says, Vito's shtick as an entertainer was being a massive bully. See Eric July, Netflix, protest, null. Every fan of the show that left a comment or voicemail that went on for more than 30 seconds. He's an incredibly mean person when he's online, and now that he's shown he can't take even a fraction of what he likes to dish out.
I don't think I'm always mean. I think I'm mean when it's funny. And also when it's funny to me. I mean, there's certain people who deserve to be bullied, Yeah. Like Melanie Mack. I will bully her.
Because she said the F slur?
No, because she's just a fucking idiot. And she says it in a gay way. Yeah. How do you say the F slur? Like in the most...
I start with the N-word, then to warm up, and then I say the F slur and I cap it off with the
women
N-word
with slurs. Wasn't that your problem?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. and she's one of those.
Okay. Dave says, my Dick Show subscription had run out recently, and I've been considering re-upping, but splitting my contributions between the two shows. I could just spend more money, but I bought a house in probably the worst time, so I need... blah, blah, blah. After the last episode where Vito was acting like such a girl about Riley busting his chops, I don't want to fund Vito putting an entertainer in jail. So I understand not everyone is a tough guy, but I can't really get behind this so-called man calling the police on another man. What do you? He's got a lot more here. What do you think about that?
I can't comment on that.
You can't or you won't?
I can't.
You can't because of your policy?
Yeah.
You have a policy of no commenting about Riley?
I can't comment on that.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't want to. I hate to say this, but I think Riley got your gem.
Okay.
Okay. Reverend Scott says, in light of Vito's recent multi-tweet apology to the fans, I wanted people to know what song was going through his head before posting it. Peace and love, Reverend Scott. Reverend Scott wrote a song. Do you want to hear it?
This is the song going through my head.
Yeah. Reverend Scott, you know,
I love
very
the
talented.
fans. I apologize to the fans, and I'm glad we can get this show back on track.
Here's what Reverend Scott said. Oops, sips.
Ooh. Oh, we're going right into it.
One of the fans getting blocked, calling Vito fat.
Oh, okay.
Who's gonna pay your bills with no super chats?
It's true. Gotta make that cheddar, baby.
I bet we'll see Dick sober before a comic Oinktober. Who's gonna vote it up?
Who's going to vote it up?
Ooh. You at home.
Yeah.
You at home better. Well, guys, I guess we're jumping. Are we not jumping into it?
I mean, that's a lot more. Oh, here's. I'm trying to find a not negative one.
We're playing Vote It Up, but then we don't do Vote It Up?
Well, yeah, okay. Let me just see if there's a good one.
Okay.
Vito unlocked childhood memories with Pharaoh, already said.
That was nice. I've seen a lot of people commenting that Pharaoh was indeed a part of their childhood as well.
Yeah. Lieutenant Surge says, when Vito started reading his fake departure speech, I said, oh, hell no.
That was pretty good. I'd got a couple people did not get the reference, and they're like, wait, is the show over? I'm like, could you not figure it out when I started naming people who have never had anything to do with the show?
Cry for Don said, I like the show, but why the Tim Pool hate? He's done more for the culture war than you guys.
Was that a troll who said that? Did he genuinely mean that?
Yeah, he's Tim.
How are you?
You can be mean to that fan.
How are you listening to the show and going, well, these guys are pretty good, but they're not doing as much as Tim Pool is doing for the culture war?
Yeah.
And you thought that comment was going to be like, well, he has a point. Good point. Tim's really helping us out. That's why he's a Russian fucking asset.
Gossip says, Vito dramatically sucking up to EVS and then proceeding to call his wife a whale 3 minutes later is one of the funniest moments in the show's history. That's nice.
He caught a metaphorical whale in the form of a beautiful woman. And that's what matters.
Fuzznut says, Vito's never swung a hammer, but he's swung a lot of ham to his mouth, he says.
I was swinging a hammer today.
What were you doing that for?
I got 2 hammers.
Were you putting up a barbed wire fence
Just
around your property?
nailing some things, getting everything looking good.
Onion Desi says, Vito says, I have no problem at all with Mitt and Riley. Love them. This beef is one-sided. Spends the next 15 minutes describing every way either of them have wronged him in the past year. I did notice that. That's yeah, but you're not allowed to talk about that. Riley said you're not allowed to talk about him though.
I don't know anything about that. I can't comment on it, sadly. Are we doing Vote It Up? I think we're having fun.
Oh no, you're
what?
Okay. Nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
Oh, you got another Vote It Up for me?
Yeah, this is by Reckon.
Oh, this will be a good one.
VTuber horse or the 19th Amendment. I don't care, just go vote it up.
I approve of this, Reckon.
Vito, control your manic episodes or the podcast will die cause of you.
Yes.
Go and vote it. Go to Biggest Problem That Show. That's the website where you can go and vote it up. If you don't vote, Vito will go rape your little kids. So my sweet Goofy will buy me another membership. Don't be ours and hear me when I tell you this. Go vote it up or I will kill your family.
Thank you, Reckon.
That's a good one.
Tommy Pesos too.
I know.
Okay, what's your voted up?
Well, welcome to Vote It Up, guys, where we revisit
You're gonna need more paper. That thing's already tore up.
past problems and put them in a new light. I've just added tabs so I can easily get through my paper. Dick, from episode 21, you may remember the problem of dead celebrity endorsements. This is somebody dies and their image is used to sell products.
Yeah.
I think that problem should be expanded out, though, to just like dead celebrity cameos in general. Because we're seeing a lot more of it in movies and TV, you know, bringing people back from the dead and
who was in the
skinning them over. Well, do you remember when Grand Moff Tarkin actor Peter Cushing appeared in Rogue One, a Star Wars story?
No, I don't watch that shit.
You never saw Rogue One?
All that stuff is like trash. I don't watch any of it.
Rogue One was like the one good one you should probably try watching.
Why?
It's like a war story, which is what Star Wars is supposed to be.
I'll just like watch a good war story then. I don't
Yeah,
need
but
to
like
watch,
we've
a bunch of
told all
gay
the war
nerd
stories.
shit on
You've
top
seen
of
all the
it.
World War II stuff. Now they gotta like start digging in, and they're like, what about Hitler's gay friend who built a flower shop and then shot a? I don't know, man.
Yeah, all that
We're
stuff
running
is
out of
like,
stuff. We're running out of World
it's
War II
all really
stuff.
culturally embarrassing to me.
Yeah.
That people consume it, talk about it, like
Star Wars?
care about it. Yeah, it's all trash. It makes me feel gross to be alive whenever I see it or think about it.
This is interesting. I kind of want to like dig into this.
Me hating people in general and feeling commonalities with them.
Well, like,
it's not that confusing.
Is this for all franchises?
Star Wars specifically
Yeah,
is worse than others.
because it's kind of childish.
No, it's
Kind of like
retarded.
a thing you should give up on.
It's like,
What's retarded? It's retarded because it's like what, space stuff?
well, it's just Disney hiring random people to make like a different version of crap, and then everybody mindlessly consuming it, buying it, whatever.
So before
talking
Disney took
about
over,
it.
did you have a problem with it?
No,
Okay, so it's kind of like a Disney thing.
no, it's just the IP itself as a product. I guess
It's
like
been
when you-
exploited a little too much. It's lost any kind of like actual filmmaking magic.
Well, there was none after the first. I hate talking about Star Wars. Like, I think this conversation is total shit.
I love talking about Star
It's
Wars.
totally fucking worthless. I
All
hate
right.
every part of it.
I like George Lucas and
Yeah, I know.
the spirit of young Hollywood.
Yeah,
You like Spielberg?
I don't care about Spielberg.
Really? You don't like? You're not big on like any Spielberg movies?
The movies are fine. I just
Okay.
don't care about them.
You see the movie where he talks about how his dad got cheated on by Seth Rogen?
No,
That was-
I would not watch that.
It's just Spielberg being like, here's my sad
Do you see
dad.
that Will Ferrell movie coming out where he takes a
Yeah.
cross country trip with his trans friend? What does that make you feel? Like it's disgust that this is happening
Well,
at this
don't wanna
like
put it in
thing
I don't wanna
has
use
been
that word.
packaged and repackaged and packaged and beaten down into nothing until it's totally safe, and then there's a tearjerker like there's like
my
an amusement
friend is
park
trans,
ride.
and now we're gonna learn about how hard it is to be trans.
Yeah, from a comedy writer, the most mentally sick and deranged people on the planet. Yeah,
as
this
I-
is going to be a real great insight into what women go through.
Well, as I said, I think I responded to it was either Royce or Mersch. I think it was Royce because he was also talking about this. I said, "Here's the problem with this: is we're going to see all the like enlightening, like beautiful parts of the trans experience. It's like I'm my freest self, and now I'm a part of and I feel like a part of something. I'm finally who I wanted to be."
I don't ever want to see that.
Yeah, but we're not going to see the part where he shows Will Ferrell the pornography on his computer, because that would kind of shatter part of the illusion immediately.
Why? What's his pornography?
Well, I mean, a lot of trans people are looking, part of
Lesbian pornography, you're saying?
Yeah, sure. That's
What
what
is it? What are you saying?
It's a lot of guys, being forcibly turned into women and fucked in the ass with strap-ons and
How do you know?
Because like you look at like what? Because don't you see like some of the?
Not all of them are like that.
Not all of them, but like
Some of them are furries and inflatable
more
furries
of them,
and scalies and stuff.
more of them than we talk about. You know,
I don't talk about what trans porn they want ever.
You know, or like a lot of them are just like I want a guy to go nuts on me.
Everybody wants that.
I don't want that.
That's
what do you
why
mean?
I can do whatever I want. Because everyone's
all.
like, damn, that guy fucks like a demon. He can do whatever he wants, I guess, all the time.
I don't want a guy to go nuts on me. The point
Riley did. That's the problem.
I don't know anything about that. Let's see here.
2 massive W's. Riley, he's a two-peter.
Let's see. Kevin Francis, a friend of Peter Cushing, has alleged that Disney did not have permission to recreate the actor's image with special effects for Rogue One. Disney tried
Star
and failed to
Wars.
have the case dismissed. So basically, Disney's saying that when they paid him for Star Wars, the original Star Wars, that they got his likeness in perpetuity.
Yeah.
And they paid his estate. His estate only got...
I wish there was like a... Remember like how everyone was worried that there'd be a mass shooting at the Joker movie? Mm-hmm. Never mind.
What do you mean,
I'm
never
done
mind?
with that story.
Okay. Interestingly, to use his likeness in Rogue One, they only paid his estate $37,000, which seems pretty low to use that guy's likeness in a movie.
Some shithead.
Who's some shithead?
Just some idiot. A Grand Moff Tarkin or whatever. Who cares?
Grand Moff Tarkin's an important part of the Star Wars canon. Everybody loves Tarkin.
Fucking gives a shit.
One of
about
the
him.
great disappointments of Star Wars is that they didn't make a Tarkin figure for like 30 years.
Is this what the Tony episode was?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
this shit? This shit is like
So if you wanted to
fucking
recreate
death,
A New Hope,
man.
if you wanted to recreate A New Hope, you didn't have a Tarkin figure. That was terrible. Well, guys,
I bet all your friends on Reddit really love Star Wars talk.
it's funny that I bring it up and you don't give a shit about it. Like that's
Well,
the
it's
bit.
like it's like you're talking about like the Dallas Cowboys. Like who gives a fuck? It's like a team. They got guys on them. They're good 1 year, then they're not. Like who fucking cares about
Everybody
this shit?
likes to talk about Star Wars. Well, guys, dead celebrity endorsements currently number 145. Why don't you vote it up? Dick, I got one other problem here. This was from bonus episode 10, which was the biggest problem in fast food. And I think this was the problem that won the episode. It's the death of the dollar menu. The idea that you go to the fast food, you used to go and they had the dollar menu. Wendy's had the best one. You get everything. You get a potato for $1. Now, it still says on the McDonald's thing, it says like the dollar menu, and it has a $1 symbol. And people have pointed out there's not a single item on there that's $1.
Oh, they still have the menu up?
It says like dollar menu, $1, $2, $3. Maybe the cookie you can get for $1, but
I think the
everything
dollar
else,
store is going up to like $7.
Yeah, the dollar store is
Yeah.
Dollar Tree. It's actually like everything's like $2-3. Anyway, I don't know if you
I
saw
wonder how
this.
much lap dances are now. Last time I went to a strip club, the lap dances were like all of a sudden it was like like you're buying health insurance at work.
Yeah.
Like you're picking your plan. It's like, well, you could go here and then it's this, or you could go in the back and it's 10 minutes for this, or you get the room and I'm like, wait. I haven't
Can I
needed
get the
to
friends
do like
and family plan?
Yeah, I haven't
perhaps?
needed to do Dungeons and Dragons like stats maxing for a long time. There was a period in strip clubs where it was real easy to figure out what I get and what I want.
Yeah.
And we're not there anymore, and I want to go back.
And then, so what do you do when do you ever like throw dollars at strippers, or you just only get the dances?
I just throw quarters at them.
Yeah.
No.
AA batteries.
No.
You take these home, put them in your remote. Well, Dick, I don't know if you saw McDonald's new $5 meal deal. Are you aware of this?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it includes. You can get a McDouble or a McChicken sandwich. Which would you go with? What would be your choice there?
I don't know. What's a McDouble?
A McDouble.
Two cheeseburgers or something?
It's two beef patties, but only one slice of cheese. And when they debuted this, I remember there was an entire ABC News expose on how much money they were saving by taking a piece of cheese off the double cheeseburger. They were called geniuses for this. So you can either get a burger or a McChicken.
Yeah.
Which way you going?
I wasn't listening. I was
I'm
thinking
a
about Riley.
I'm a McDouble
sorry.
guy. I'm a McDouble guy.
I was thinking about Riley fist pumping his car. Whatever he is.
It's also got a 4-piece order of chicken McNuggets, a small fry, and a small soft drink.
Okay.
And not the dollar menu exactly, but McDonald's says they will be keeping the $5 meal deal until December.
Okay.
And you gotta vote it up.
The tuber horse or the 19th Amendment. I don't care, just go vote
boy.
it up.
You don't know this song at all.
No.
Vito, control
'Cause
your
you never watched
handicap
Evangelion.
episodes or the podcast will die
Neon
'cause of
Genesis.
you.
He's a fan of yours.
I know. I like
That's
that.
what you blocked.
That's why you can't block. I blocked him for an hour, for the love of God.
Man, you don't understand what blocking is to us.
Well, I've apologized.
You remember when
fans.
you remember when Susan Wojcicki died and I laughed for like a week and a half straight?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? That amount of hate that I have in my...
She's a bad lady.
They got banned.
She got banned?
I got banned.
Yeah, you got banned.
So it's just stores in there like Hamas.
Well,
Like Israel banned Hamas from their homes. They banned Palestine.
I gotta turn off my phone. Sorry.
That's what happened with them.
I know. Nobody likes
You get it?
I've learned
You
some
get it?
things. I've learned about the world, and I love everyone.
I didn't read your apology. I thought we would read it on the show if somebody super chatted
there's no
enough.
apology. What are you talking about?
Oh, there's not an apology?
I don't know. I don't think of it as an apology.
Why? It doesn't cost anything. It's free to say something is an apology.
It's more like just like my thoughts, you know? I guess I probably said I'm sorry, which makes it an apology, right?
Okay.
All right. So wait, you won?
Yeah. My problem is people who are eating cats and dogs.
People who are
Yeah.
eating cats and dogs.
How about this one?
Did we?
They're eating the dogs. They're eating
No,
the cats.
come on
Eat
with
the
this.
cat. Eat the cat. They're
Wouldn't eat
eating
anything
the
more than
dogs.
this?
They're
What do you
eating
like?
the
You like
cats.
this?
Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
This sucks.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the
Vito,
dogs.
they're eating the
Eat
dogs and the cats.
Eat
I couldn't
the
believe
cat.
this was the one that went viral. You could make a better song out of that clip.
You could?
No, somebody could. Reckon probably could. Reckon make
Yeah.
a eating dogs and cats clip. Did you see my dogs and cats song?
No.
I put one up.
You made a dogs and cats song?
It was just me singing. I sung in my car about
did
the
it sound
dogs
like
and the
this?
cats.
Eating the dogs. They're eating
No.
the
Like
cats.
that? Eating
Eat
the
the
dogs?
cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
What do you think about
They're
that?
Eating the cats.
What do I
They're
think about
eating the
what?
dogs. Eat
This
the
fucking
cat.
hot jam, man. This fucking beat.
Sucks.
It's awesome.
Look, I love the viral songs.
You want cats get eaten?
I like the songs where you take a sound clip and you make a song. That one just, ugh.
Do you want cats to be eaten, yes or no?
No.
Then you got to vote for Trump because they're fucking eating the cats and dogs.
He's not eating
They're
the
eating
cats
the
and
pets.
dogs. They're eating the
People
pets.
are eating the cats and the dogs
Where
and
are
the
they?
pets.
Where are they doing that?
Well, where do you want them to be doing it?
No,
is
no,
the
but where
question.
did Trump
Do
say
you
it?
want them to be doing it in America? Then you got to vote Trump.
But where did Trump say they're doing it?
On TV. He saw them. He's seen them. They're eating the
in
cats.
Springfield, my friend.
They're eating the cats.
Yeah.
They're eating the fucking dogs. The tomb was empty. You know what happened to when Jesus' disciples went to the tomb?
What is this?
And they
Can
moved
you
the
just
big
do
rock.
the problem and you play some stupid song.
I'm trying.
and then
I
you
need
start,
to get you your groove back. Riley took your gym. I'm trying to find
my
the
groove,
gym.
My groove is fine. Okay. Who's eating the cats and the dogs?
Does it matter? They're being eaten. True or false? Somebody's eating the dogs and the cats. Can you say without a doubt,
Sure.
with 100%
Yeah.
certainty,
The Chinese. We talked about this on the China episode.
and we don't want that?
We don't want that.
We don't like the Chinese, right? Because they eat the dogs and
I
the
like
cats.
some Chinese. You don't like any Chinese.
Not a one. I don't even eat Chinese food.
Those
Throw it up.
those fat wash pins you made were made in China. I hate to tell you
And
that.
they
Yeah,
fucking
fucked
suck.
them up.
They
So.
fucked them up. They didn't tell me that the ink wouldn't fill. I had to throw away half of them because the ink didn't fill in the fat
thing.
watch. And then I
Yeah.
said, "Why don't you tell me it's too small?" She goes, "I said it's fucked up. It didn't fill in the fat watch letters." She goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's too small. That's why." I'm like, "Why didn't you fucking
Why
tell
don't
me
you
it was too
fucking
small?"
say it?
God, I couldn't see.
At least you got a good price on them, I imagine.
Well, it was double price because I had to throw half of them away, so it was not a good price in the end.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, I didn't oversee this.
I should have
process.
asked. I should have asked. You know, is it going to be fucked up in any way?
Yeah.
And they would have said yes.
Yeah.
It is going to be fucked up because the letters are too small. I would have said okay. You're going to have to throw half of them away.
That's on them. That's their fault. Anyway, so Chinese people are eating cats and dogs in China.
You know where else they eat cats and dogs?
Where is that?
Certain African countries.
Certain African countries.
Yeah. Ghana, Cameroon. Google told me this, so I know it's been fact-checked by true American patriots.
I know nothing about Cameroon.
Cameroon?
Yeah.
Do you know about Africa?
Yeah.
Now you know about Cameroon.
All I remember is I would play the soccer game on NES, and I felt Cameroon was the best team. I'm like, yo,
Because
Cameroon.
they're charging up with cats, eating cats and dogs.
I'm like,
that's why.
Why is Cameroon so fucking fast? Yeah, they got cat.
We don't like cat eating and dog eating, right? Because if you're eating cats and dogs, you're probably fucking up everything else that we got too.
Cat eating and dog eating, I'm very much against.
You're probably shitting. It's like Metallica. They would say, we don't want any brown M&Ms on the rider, right?
Yeah.
Because then if they went there and there was no brown M&Ms, they'd say, okay, they did everything on the rider, right?
Right.
So if you're
you
eating cats and dogs, you're
not paying attention.
You're probably
to the
listening
humanity rider.
to music on your speakerphone on the bus. Like you're probably talking in places that you're not supposed to be talking in.
So your problem is eating cats and dogs. Is that it?
My problem is this one.
They're eating the dogs.
Stop
They're
with
eating
this.
the dog.
Stop with this.
Why do you not like
It sucks. It's not good.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the
on.
cats. Eat the cat.
That's a banger.
Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs.
You know
They're
it's a
eating
banger,
the
No,
too.
it's really not. It's like
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
I'm not even saying I'm offended by the song. It's just it has the beat is fucking terrible.
Oh, it gets the point across though.
What
that
is
they're
what
eating
is
the cats
point?
and the dogs.
Who is they?
Glad you asked.
Yeah.
There is a country known as
Cameroonians.
Haiti. Do you know where the Haitians come from?
A shithole.
Well, Haiti's a shithole. Yeah, I have a
that
whole
what-
history
isn't that what
lesson,
Trump said?
too.
Wasn't that
Haiti's
his
a
thing?
shithole? Have you
He
seen
said
it?
shithole countries, right?
He was talking about more than Haiti.
Was he talking about Haiti? It was Haiti though.
No, he was talking about everywhere. He was
Okay.
talking about all of South America,
Okay.
Venezuela. Haiti, Haitians are from slaves were brought there. Guess where they were from? Those slaves.
It's not the
Nigeria,
country
Benin,
that's all slaves though, right?
Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all brought there. Haiti was all brought there from
But
slaves.
there was a country that was specifically founded by American slaves who went to like,
Liberia?
That's what it is.
No, Liberia was Abraham Lincoln's plan to send them back. They don't teach about that plan, though.
Wait, did Abe have a hand in that?
Yeah, that was his plan. We got to ship him back. Guys, we
back.
got to set him free and ship him back.
him a boat,
and you're going to pay
let him
for it.
go.
I said, fuck you. We're not paying for this shit.
And everything has worked out swimmingly since. Liberia's in a bad state.
Then here's what else. So you following me? The eating dogs and
Haiti.
cats and
Haiti. You're talking about Haiti.
in Africa, in this little armpit of Africa.
Sure.
Haitians are from this little part of Africa, right?
Dick is currently making
The
a
eating
circle in the
cats.
air for those of you listening to the audio. Fucking
Haitian
part.
culture, last bit of Google said this. Haitian culture is influenced by West African culture, especially pre-colonial Benin.
Is there a lot of
Do you know what
cats?
that means?
No, go ahead.
They're eating the dogs. They're
I
eating
swear
the
to
cats.
God.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating.
They're eating the dogs
So
and the cats.
native Haitians in Haiti are eating the dogs and eating the cats.
Gobbling them up. They're gobbling them up.
A lot of cats in Africa.
Less than there used to be because they're all fucking gobbling them up. That's why the cats had to get so big like lions. So
Right.
they get eaten
they can't get eaten
by
as much.
little, guys chasing
I'm
them down.
sure. Look, like here's what's
You're
been
a denier.
Going.
You're a science
I'm not
denier.
a denier because everybody's going, oh, you don't think any Haitian person ever ate a cat? I'm
They
like,
do.
I'm sure in Haiti they're eating cats and dogs like crazy. They're poor people.
Not because they're poor.
Why not? Because they're poor.
They just like it. Also because
You
they're
don't
poor.
fucking-
Also because they're poor.
I think it's because they're
They're
poor.
eating dirt and shit. Who knows what's going on there?
They don't like eating dirt.
You think they have Halloween? No, they love eating dirt. No, that's not true. They have pica. They love it.
The Haitians do.
Black people in general, they have like a thing. Not
Some-
all of them.
I don't think all
not all
black-
of them.
yeah, I
no,
don't
but they're
think-
eating. They eat like cornstarch and shit. They
I
like
know
pack-
that. I
That's
know.
dirt. They like eating that. They like the feel. I'm not knocking them.
I know. Well, you should knock them. Don't eat dirt, you fucking crazy.
no, you get like clay. You can get like upscale like processed clay.
I see everybody though is like posting the video of them eating dirt cookies, and I go, but they're not. If you watch them eat it, none of them are like smiling and happy. It's literally just we need to fill our
Are
stomachs.
you smiling and
because
happy
we're
when
hungry
you're
all
eating?
the time.
No, they love it.
They don't love it.
They sing happy
interview them.
birthday.
They interview them, and they're like, "How do you like those dirt cookies?" And they're like, "Well, they're fucking terrible."
Bro, that's a luxury. They're
a
out there
dirt cookie
fucking chewing on
is
cats
literally
and shit.
not a luxury.
It is.
No,
it
is not.
Those chicks in that video buy that dirt. It's nice dirt they
It
buy
is
on
nice
credit.
dirt. Yeah.
You can't just walk outside in Haiti and get a handful of edible dirt. It's full of fucking cat blood and chemicals and shit.
You gotta
Cat
get the
shit.
really fine dirt.
50 to 95% of Haiti practice at least some aspects of voodoo. You know what they do in voodoo? They kill and eat the cats and the dogs.
Is that actually a part of voodoo?
Yeah. Well, yes, I know because they do that sick shit in Santeria too. That's part of the problem is white people are like, oh, whoa, do they really do this? And I'm like, Mexicans do that, so.
I mean, what the fuck?
I think you fiddled it off.
I didn't touch it. Dude, this thing's loose as hell.
Yeah, you've been fiddling with it over there.
I have not fucking touched it.
You got it?
No.
You got to unscrew it first.
I know I did.
Okay, it sounds like you got it.
That was wild and wacky. Okay. Okay, so Haitians are eating cats and dogs in Haiti.
And in the U.S.
And in the U.S. Okay, and what stats do you have on that?
It's happening all over. Name a state.
California.
It's happening there.
Colorado.
It's happening there.
Arizona.
It's happening there.
North Dakota.
Here's a stat. I want 0 eating cats and dogs.
You want 0 eating cats and dogs.
How does that sound? You agree with that, right?
I think we should let some states do it, like South Dakota. You can't,
people
you can't
walking
get a
around
handle on those people.
nabbing pets out of the yard. You know you don't even own cats. When Riley said he was going to free all your cats, he could have done that because they're not owned. They're nomadic, like legally. Here's another one. Violent crime, including murder, armed robbery, kidnapping, assault, sexual assault, and carjacking. It goes Venezuela, most. Papua New Guinea, second most. Afghanistan, third most. Haiti, fourth most.
Haiti's the 4th most of what?
All that stuff I just said.
Well, no, what would you lead it in with?
Violent crime, murder, armed robbery, kidnapping, assault,
In all of Africa?
property damage, theft. I know you don't like that. No, and overall in the world.
Haiti is the 4th most country for violence?
Did you not know that?
Yeah, why would I know that? I don't fucking know.
I mean, you're saying they're not eating dogs and cats.
I didn't say. When did I say they're not eating dogs and cats? I literally agreed with you.
They're eating fucking dogs and cats.
What is
right
the
here.
78.3? What does that mean? Per capita?
Yeah.
Of crime?
Of crime, yeah.
Well, wait. 78.3 out of 1,000 will commit a crime? What does that mean?
It's crime, man.
You just got
It's crime
numbers and you
score.
didn't even figure out what the fuck they are.
Fucking crime score. What do you need?
What is the 78.3?
Why would you need to know that? It's the 4th most of violent crimes, and those are all the
Okay,
crimes.
so it's specifically violent crimes.
Well, yeah.
So I would imagine it's victims of violent crime. 78.3 out of 1,000 will experience a violent crime.
What does that matter?
It's interesting to know what the fuck the number is. You just go, they're the 4th.
Yeah, the 4th of
Well, I want
violence.
to put it in
and crimes.
perspective. How many people are being victimized?
The perspective is 1, 2, 3, 4. Is Haiti.
Let me see.
No.
It says
You're
Haiti.
too grabby.
It says Haiti is the 4th most.
Look it up on fucking. Look it up later on the. What do you think? It's great down there. They're living. It's a
Okay.
shithole with a 70 IQ. It's fucking or 68.
I'm not allowed to talk about IQ on this show.
Is that they should be proud of it?
Why?
Proud of who you are.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
It's because of systemic racism.
Look, nobody wants anybody to eat cats and dogs. I get it.
So we gotta get rid of that shit.
They're eating the dogs. They're
Couldn't you
eating
get
the cats.
another? There's like a
Eat the
bunch
cat.
of remixes. You only got one?
They're eating the dogs. They're eating.
It's the best one. I got a bunch of like history lesson on Haiti, but I don't know.
Well, it sounds
I
like
feel
your
like
problem,
I made my point.
Sounds like your problem is Haiti.
No. Well,
He brought up violent crime.
eating
It's
the
got-
cats and the
that's
dogs
got
is a
nothing to do with
violent
the-
crime.
That's not part of the stats.
it's, the
that part of
US
the stats is not eating cats and dogs. It's completely irrelevant
You
to
know
your
how
point.
you know how when the crayons are all in the box and the colors are up together, and you're like, oh shit, what is this? What is this color?
What color is this? Yeah.
Hey, Katie, get out of here. Go back on your own thing there. I don't want to eat any cat. This one doesn't want to eat any cats.
Wait, hold on. There's a box of crayons. What are the different crayons? Like what? One of them's
All
Haiti.
the same color.
One of them's
They're all
Haiti.
the same color in the box.
Okay.
Yeah. They had a bunch of. I mean, I don't know. They've had a. Did you know this? They had a guy running Haiti after 150 years. They finally got independent.
Yeah.
Or wait, they got independent. They got independent, and then they owed the bank 150 or they $21 billion in today's money. I'll just do today's money.
Jesus.
Isn't that nice of the bank? So the bank's been raping them for 150 years.
Yeah.
Right? So they came,
Loaning
they got
them
a bunch
money
of
to
slaves,
build infrastructure or what? Just loaning them money?
just a ransom for them,
Okay.
for their freedom.
Sure.
Okay, you're free, but we gave you about $20 billion, so you owe us.
Okay.
Which was like 90% of their income at the time, the whole country,
Yeah.
keeping them like dirt poor, right? Then the second France said like that was a dick move of us. We're just gonna go ahead and wipe the debt off. We're not gonna pay you back. We're gonna wipe it off. Then they got a guy, Papa Doc, who ran on black nationalism,
Yeah.
and he established
Ran for
death
president?
squads.
President?
I guess you could call it president. More of like a liberal president.
Dictator.
Death squads for his opponents, and I think white people. They don't say that here, but I think that's what black nationalists with a death squad does, and they've done that for pretty much until recently.
I'm going to say again, it sounds like your problem is Haiti.
You know what?
What the fuck does that have to do with eating
I don't
cats
have
and
a problem
dogs?
with Haiti, though, until they started eating our cats and
What
dogs.
does a death squad? Was the death squad hunting down the dogs?
I'm just saying, from the point that they got dropped off there to now, it's just been nothing but
Are you trying to make the
poverty and
point
bullshit.
that Haiti? Okay, I'll try to get to your point, which is Haiti
eating
is,
cats and dogs?
Haiti's in
That's the point.
such a state of disrepair that they're eating cats and dogs.
They love it.
Yeah. So if they
They
came,
like it.
if they came to a
It's their
different,
version of a six-pack.
if they
get
came
off
to a
work.
different country, they'd probably stop.
No. Why would they do that? It's their
Because
culture.
they're in a country which is no longer dirt poor, and you can just, if you want to eat food, you can just collect some fucking cans on the street.
Actually, you know what? That town in Springfield is dirt poor. It's like devastatingly poor. The town they dropped
Missouri?
them off in. No, Springfield, Ohio.
Oh, it's Ohio.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has it's like either a third or 2/3 of the town is below the poverty level. Maybe that's why they picked it there. Nobody will notice their cats and dogs getting eaten, but they are eating the cats. As long as everybody knows,
They're eating the dogs. They're
that's
eating
all
the
we need to know. Vote it up.
I will wait
Eating the
for
dogs.
one person who lives in that town to say, my cat got eaten. Shouldn't be that hard to find. Yet, for 3-4 days, everyone's been looking for it, and it hasn't happened yet.
You know how I said you never argue with liberals on stats and facts and never answer their questions?
Just one
bully
guy.
them?
Just one
This
guy.
is why.
Just
This is
one
why.
guy.
Why is it? I just need to know one. Oh, riddle me this, Reddit.
It seems like
Why wouldn't
every
one guy
conservative
tell me?
commentator is down there interviewing everybody who lives in the fucking town.
And they're all talking to people who got their cats eaten. and
no,
their
they're
dogs
talking to
eaten.
guys who go, yeah, I heard that's happening.
It is happening.
So why
there
can't
you
they?
go, right there, evidence.
Why can't they? No,
tomb was
that's
empty.
called hearsay. Hearsay.
evidence.
No, that's hearsay.
Yes, it is evidence.
Hearsay's not evidence.
It can't be in court, but it is evidence.
Okay.
It is evidence.
It is-
Are
it
you
is
the guy
not-
that saw the
it's
Bigfoot?
not
No, my
legal
buddy saw the
evidence.
Bigfoot. That's evidence.
It's bad evidence. Hearsay
Well,
is bad evidence.
And eat my cat.
Couldn't you find one guy who goes, my cat went, at least say my cat went missing, and I think a Haitian ate it. I'll even accept that.
No, you won't. You'll just argue like, oh, see, that's exactly what I thought. Oh, they didn't actually eat their cat. I just thought it was. Could have been, maybe a tornado took it. That's what it will turn into.
Wouldn't you find cat bones in someone's trash after a bar? Wouldn't you have like
They did.
Yeah?
Yeah, they did. They found them all over. They found a big Haitian, big as a bus, rolled him down the street, full of cats, still meowing.
They're still inside. He ate them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of white women saying what you're saying.
You wanna-
oh,
you
but
wanna-
actually, it's fucking some other
Why don't you
reason
play,
why.
no, play your stupid gay song again. I'm sure everyone wants to hear it.
I'm done with that song.
You don't want
I
to lead
made
us
my
in?
point.
You don't want to lead us in?
I made my point.
All right, here's my problem. I'll tell a little story. I'm talking to a buddy of mine who's been re-hitting the dating scene.
Oh.
And,
Is it you?
no, it is not me.
Oh.
And he started dating a girl, right? It was a girl who was trying to get a job.
Is it a trans guy?
It is a actual human man and a what are you fucking
Ordering a
texting?
beer.
What are you fucking doing?
I'm ordering a fucking beer.
Okay, all right.
I'm telling Riley to come.
Sure.
said sure.
What do you call it? So he's dating a girl. And the girl is trying to get a job in like art, like doing
Pharmaceutical sales.
No, like actual art, like drawing shit. So they went to like a game
convention. Is she any good?
No,
Yeah,
she's all right.
tough.
I don't know. So they go to like a game convention type thing, and they're walking around and handing out like business cards and whatever else. And I'm like, why are you helping her? First of all, he's like walking around going, hey, my girlfriend's really good at art. Would you like to talk to her? And I'm like,
cock blocking.
I'm like, she has to do that.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. But somehow,
he's trying to make sure she doesn't get fucked by a famous artist.
I guess so. Well, somehow he finds a game company, and they go, yeah, we'd love to talk to her. And he's like, oh, awesome. Hey, this actually works. So he brings her over to talk to him, and they're talking about, maybe you could work here or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's one of these things where they're like, well, we'd have to start you off at like a low rate. You haven't proven yourself.
Second dick.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
And they said, it would probably be on like a equity basis. You don't really have any, experience.
Equity? That'd be great.
Right. So you'd own equity in the project if the project takes off, and we'd try to find other ways to pay you. But,
okay.
This way you'd be part of the project. Maybe we run a Kickstarter, you get a piece of that, whatever else. So they leave, and then my buddy's like, well, that's a great opportunity. Isn't that exciting? And the girlfriend freaks out at him. And she's like, you want me to work for free? What the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, oh, no, I just thought it would be cool. It sounded like exciting. It's like a established game
How old is
company.
Your friend?
He's about like 30, like 35. He's probably my age.
Well, he's got to learn real quick not to stop doing this.
Yeah. So as I tried to explain, they broke up because he tried to get her a job, and he went. I just don't understand why. I'm trying to help her out, and I went. Did you think women are rational creatures?
Yeah. Did you explain it?
Did you
explain your position to her? And she didn't. Did you
at
give her
no
logical
point
arguments?
At no point did you go, you're right, and drop it immediately because women are insane. And I guess that's my problem.
How hot was she?
She was an all right looking gal. Like
How hot is he?
She's an Asian gal.
She's an Asian and she didn't understand reason?
I think
she's like
half Asian. I think
which half?
I don't know.
Mom or dad?
Mom, I believe, was Asian.
Oh yeah, that
tracks.
Because the Asians, if the woman is bad, they would just chuck them out into the river.
Yeah.
But now they land in America, and they could keep passing the insane woman Asian gene down on the line.
So I guess my problem is men who expect women to be rational.
Oh, okay.
Is that they get into a situation and they're like, I just feel if I keep explaining it to this woman, she will eventually get it. And it's like, no, just it's not going to work.
Yeah,
it's never worked. If you're in an argument with a woman,
stop. You messed up.
Yeah, it's just the only thing you can do at that point is go, yeah, you're right. That's fine. I think did I tell my irrational woman story where a girl won't come pick up the shit she left in my house like 7 years ago? And I just had to go.
Yeah, and it was like a disaster.
That's fine.
You brought it to the guy and all this.
Yeah, she's
shit.
like, just meet my husband halfway at the mall with the shit. I'm like, no, come get your shit.
Yeah.
And it turned into a whole fucking thing. She's like, just throw it all out. You hate me and you never lie. I'm like, I've been holding your shit for 7 years. For the love of God, you had 7 years to figure out how to get it. And I'm finally want you to come empty out my house, and she won't do it.
Do these guys talk to their moms like that?
What do you mean, like trying to be rational?
Yeah, like trying to talk them out of stuff, or what's the deal?
I don't know what goes on there. I guess, I'm trying to think, was I ever... The thing is, your mother cares about you. Any girl you date or marry, they care about you, but in a way where they're like, I can escape at any time.
Try it.
They can try it unless you keep them economically disadvantaged. Why did we ever let them get jobs? It used to be slavery. It worked out really good.
The IRS did that.
Yeah. We were supposed to just keep them locked into, and then we gave them alimony and shit. Fucked up. I did try to find some stats, but, for some reason, scientists don't really want to look into this because they're...
How irrational. Well, James Damore tried to look into it, and he got his life destroyed.
Yeah, that's what it seemed to be like, is that scientists are like, let's not touch this.
Well, who even cares? Like, who would want to read a scientific paper on, like, why women are fucking So crazy.
Well, it seems especially relevant now, especially with the trans conversation, where there's a lot of people who go, transgender women are, the same as regular women. I'm like, every trans person I've talked to seems a lot more rational than an actual woman.
Yeah, if a trans woman starts talking, I'll start listening.
Right.
If a woman starts talking, I stop listening.
I go, I don't think you have a female brain because you're making sense.
I think they got a lot. I don't know. They got a lot. Guys that go kind of crazy, even though they have the military and sports, so they can be assholes still. I guess women have whoring releases, like OnlyFans and stuff, but society's generally pretty negative on those. So I think it scrambles their brains.
You think there's a lack of an outlet for their insanity?
Natural needs.
Well, this study kind of said that one of the big things is that if men get into a negative situation, they're very good at downplaying it, where they're like,
"You're saying that this week."
Yeah. They're very good at putting it down and moving on, whereas women aren't nearly as good at it.
Women will go up for 72 hours straight.
Some
what
women
are you talking about? That's my vagina. That's my vagina. That's my vagina. That's my reproductive rights. That's my reproductive rights.
Some men are able to move on, and some women just hold on to some stupid bullshit. And what can you do?
Women will give you the silent treatment too. Like if you try to talk about something they don't want to talk about, they'll just shut down.
I would love to get that from women. I love the silent treatment.
Yeah,
more of that would be great.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, you got to talk to these ladies. So anyway,
does your friend have a new girlfriend now?
He's working on it. Yeah.
Does he learn never to argue with them again and not to be like their career advisor? What the fuck was that? You can't turn a hoe into a fucking graphic designer.
I think it was more that he's like, yeah, I kind of do want her to get a job.
Yeah, he's not doing it for her. He's doing it here, get out there, go.
I think it's I support your dream.
Her dream is to not have a job. That's why she picked something that is stupid and unemployable.
Yeah. He, to be fair, he told me the story. There you go. He did tell me the story. This happened about a couple years ago. I think I made it sound immediate, but he finally told me the story of why he broke up with this girl. And yeah, she did end up just marrying another guy, and now the guy pays for everything.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Of course.
She's had the same shitty job for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
Getting paid nothing.
Art, that was her job?
She moved on from art to
interior design.
Medical stuff, but the kind that you don't need a nursing degree to do.
What?
Before you get a nursing degree, there's some medical jobs where like heart monitor not technician, heart
phlebotomist.
It's the person
the ITT tech,
the person
thing?
who literally just sits in the intensive care unit to make sure somebody doesn't flatline. You don't need a medical degree
to
just
sign to do that.
They just every hour you got to write down.
The machine doesn't do that.
I think they want someone there to record the vitals every hour. It does seem like something a computer could do, now that you mention it.
Yeah, well.
So my problem is men expecting women to be rational.
A lot of guys ran into my show with I've tried to tell her this, and I've tried to tell her that. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I really had to explain to this guy that I'm like, you're never going to convince a woman of anything.
You got to manipulate them.
It also comes to these social media dog piles where a woman goes, oh, this guy's a bad guy, this guy's a creep, and I'm like, you've lost.
Yeah.
The only way to get away from this is to just leave the room.
Did you see Grum's is a creep?
He's getting Me Too'd. Well, not exactly Me Too'd,
but Jessica Nagiri or something.
I think he's blocked by at least one cosplayer for being a creep.
He is a creep. And he's got that little cartoon avatar, so you think he's cute, but he's probably
Oh, the fact that he's hanging out with Yellow Flash, I'm sure talking about their favorite lolly animes, says a lot about Grums. That guy sucks. You see his video game? Because he's always talking about how video games need sexier ladies, and everyone's like, yeah, but here's the lady in your fucking game. She looks like she's from EverQuest 1995. She looks like shit.
She looks like shit.
Looks like fucking RuneScape.
I don't know what those references are. I know EverQuest. I was in that pilot.
You were in the early EverQuest?
Before, and then they announced that you don't get to keep your stuff when the real game starts, so I quit.
That was 1994. You were playing EverQuest in 94?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Is that your problem?
That's my problem.
I'm looking forward to these super chats, buddy.
Me too. You might have to read some of them. I could probably read them. I could probably read them.
Because of your no Riley policy?
I can read them.
Or is it no mint policy, or is it both of them?
I can read the super chats.
What an incredible plan for a podcast of not responding to a topic that you're not going to talk about and stonewalling. Knowing that I'd have to carry the show through it no matter what, and thinking that it wouldn't get funnier the longer you went silent because Riley hurt your feelings. Okay, my problem is lingering holidays.
What is a lingering holiday?
Like 9/11 we just had, and then...
That's not a holiday. Well, wait, is it? No, because they don't close the... I thought the post office was closed, but it's not.
I don't know. All I know is you get all day to post all the pictures of the buildings exploding and like blah, 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 blah.
Really how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, and then when it hits midnight, that's the end. No more
talking about it.
Take the decorations down. No more look at this new shot of 9/11 that you never seen before.
Yeah.
Today I'm getting shots of 9/11 still that were posted today.
Yeah.
And what day is it? It's like 2 days. It's 48 hours later. It's like somebody after Christmas, somebody says, "Oh, here's a present that I was supposed to get that I didn't get to give you."
Yeah.
It's too late. Just save it till next year. You missed the spirit of the holiday. Shut it down.
Is this all about 9/11?
I mean, that's just the most recent holiday, but it happens to every like birthdays.
You don't want
women are always like, well, it's still kind of my birthday, but it's like I don't want to see any more 9/11 pictures after 9/11. That's the day that I'm.
Yeah.
That's the day that it's funny for, and then after that, it's not funny anymore.
It's not supposed to be funny. I mean,
Will Smith fucking dancing around on the World Trade Center is not supposed to be funny, according to you.
I know.
Okay.
What was I going to say? Are you one of these people, though, if they go, hey, listen, I want to have a birthday party, come over, but it's not on their actual birthday. What do you think?
It's on 9/11. Come over. I celebrate my birthday on 9/11.
On 9/11?
You got to do it before. Once it's after, it's lingering.
So if it's after the birthday, not good. If it's before the birthday...
Good. That's fine. That's okay.
How much before the actual birthday date? You get 1 week. 1 week.
Has to be within the week leading up to the birthday.
That's pretty generous.
Well, because it's got to be on Friday or Saturday. So you get 1 week.
Yeah, I guess if your next Friday or Saturday is taken away.
If your birthday's on Friday, it's got to be on Friday. It can't be on the So you get 6 days.
6 days.
5 days. Is that right?
I don't think you know how a week works. Friday to Friday is 7 days.
No. Because you can do it on Saturday. If your birthday's on Friday, you have to do it on Friday. If your birthday's on Thursday, you're allowed to do it on Friday or Saturday the week before. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, that's 7 days. If it's on Friday, though, you can't do it on the Saturday.
Did you not know that Thursday to Thursday is 7 days?
It's 6 to 7. It's 6 to 7. I'm worried about the Friday day.
You're in there.
Yeah, okay. You can't do it on Saturday.
You're
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 6.
Okay.
So 6.5 days. But if you start showing 9/11 stuff after 9/11, it's lingering.
Game
it's too
over.
Much. Yeah.
What about
people get stressed out?
Hold on, but
people get stressed out. You wake up, it's 9/11. You're like, here we go. I'm ready for some hot fucking jokes.
I'm gonna disagree. I think you're wrong on this. Okay, Thanksgiving. You can do Thanksgiving like is that another week situation? You can do
Black
Thanksgiving.
Friday. It's a different holiday.
But you can do Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving.
What do you mean?
Up to 2 days you get
of eating.
Well, I'm saying if somebody missed Thanksgiving, you can go, hey, we still got some food left over. It's still Thanksgiving.
No, you're eating leftovers. You can come over and eat leftovers. That's fine, but we're not all getting around the table.
I think you could.
We're not listening to fucking stories about what you're doing.
You could set your Thanksgiving later on in the week, and it's not a big deal.
It's just weird. It's just a weird.
And then Christmas, you get like the whole thing.
No, after Christmas, the second Christmas is over, Boxing Day is another holiday, but the second that's over, it's just your family annoying you while you're trying to work.
Because of Boxing Day, they get an extra. We don't celebrate Boxing Day.
Yes, we do. We just don't call it that. Everyone goes back to the store and takes their stuff back on Boxing Day.
No, you're an idiot if you take your shit back the next day.
Well, everyone still fucking does it because they got to get it in and got to get it out of the way because the holiday's over.
What was I going to say? Well, what if you had a divorced family, Christmas at mom's house, next day Christmas at dad's house. You
just beat the kids and get it over with.
You have
what's
two of them.
What's the point?
And then Hanukkah is the one holiday where they said, let's just keep this thing going.
Like Black History Month.
Sure.
They're like, let's do it all year long. Like, oh God.
Well, it is kind of all year long now. The only problem is Black History Month is
lingering holiday.
Lingering holidays.
What's Gay Day? Gay Month? June?
Pride Month?
Stretching into July. People are being gay all year. It's lingering.
There's a lot of like trans months and days. It's like you get Pride Month, but then you also get Trans Remembrance Day, and then you get like Trans History Day.
How could we forget?
How could we forget all that great? Every time they do trans history, it's always that one.
They do trans history?
Yeah, but like it's always you're like, well, like who? And then they're like that one lady who made that music for I don't even remember, just playing on a Moog synthesizer. I think did some film scores, and you're like, cool. Yeah. What we're talking about?
I'm not celebrating women.
Talking about too much trans stuff this episode. We love the trans community.
You know who loves the trans community?
A member of the trans community, and
Riley
I
really loves the trans community.
I understand your struggle. Dick, here, you want to hit a button? Do we have to stick with that fucking sound?
I don't know.
Can we switch it up sometimes?
Here, yours is fine.
Nah, it's pretty good.
It's time for the next one.
See, this is like get you hyped up. Wow! More problems?
Is it about comics? Is it about Maddox? Guess you'll have to wait and listen to see what the problem will be.
It's like you're not doing history because it's 9/11 day.
Will you stop talking about 9/11
annoying
for life of God?
Like 9/12. Like okay, man. Like we don't really care about the pictures of the Twin Towers like any other day. Just do it on the day, and it's over. It's not interesting. No one fucking cares beyond the day. Fucking stop.
I watched a guy show how a steel beam, when heated, will bend.
You did that for 9/11? That's how you celebrated 9/11?
I celebrate watching metal bending.
That's cool.
And then I watched some blacksmith videos. Watch him make some swords.
Were you working like an Army of Darkness, like building stuff to fight Riley?
That would be good. I would like if I could build weapons. That would be cool.
Knocking him out.
I want to build what would be your best fantasy weapon? I want the gun blade from Final Fantasy VIII. I always thought that was the coolest looking sword.
That little revolver?
Yeah,
with
it's got a revolver that you hold it, and then
it'd be you'd break your finger.
You would absolutely break your finger. It is not a good, but it's a fantasy thing. You have to imagine there's some sort of guardian force guiding his hand that protects it from.
I would like a device where I could just think about someone and they would not exist anymore.
It's the Death Note. You won't. Well,
I don't want to have to go through all that work though and deal with that fucking guy always there. Talking like, what are you doing today? Like, I'm fucking jacking off in bed until like 9:30, bro. Fuck off.
Dick Masterson's Death Note would legitimately be a fantastic.
I would make that
series.
guy cry in 3 weeks.
You gonna write some stuff in the notebook? I don't fucking know, man. I got shit to do.
Do you
today.
have a gayer gimp suit that you can put on? Then maybe I'll think about it. Nice eyeballs.
This is a pretty good bit. What about when that little gay detective shows up and he's creeping around and being spooky?
Oh, that little weird guy?
Yeah, L.
That guy's cool.
Yeah, but he's trying to hunt you down because you're using the Death Note.
I got a lot of people trying to hunt me down, man.
Yeah.
One more autistic guy trying to kill me.
That's fair enough. I bet
Maybe he'll make a video
about it. I bet
about
L
it.
would hang out on Kiwi Farms to get all his information.
The worst thing is that whore that was after him, and that's the scariest part of that series. That bitch who shows up like, I love you. Like, I don't think so. Keep walking, honey.
He kept wanting to kill her, but he couldn't kill her, sadly. There was some complicated situations that prevented him from making it happen.
Yeah.
I hate that character. Dick, here's my problem. You ever go shopping? I know you do. You love shopping, don't you?
Yeah, at the Americana, like I was talking about.
The Americana. You ever go to the Target? You ever go to the Walmart? You ever go to the grocery store?
Yeah, sure.
What's the first thing you do when you get there?
I have to answer the black security guard who's like always more and more like friendly with me.
Really?
He's like, hey, it gets more and more like.
I mean, it's not the same. It's not the same guy.
It's the same guy. It's always the same guy. He's like,
just goes
and a
from
lovely
story-
day to you too. Again, good to see you. I'm like,
Every story
why
you
is
go
it
to?
fucking longer every time? Yeah, it's the same guy like Pokemon. The Nurse
And then he
Joy.
goes, I gotta go take my lunch break. And you look in there, he's got a cat in his hands. Dick,
No.
what do you mean no?
He's from a different part of. No, because see, the slaves that came here had 400 years to stop eating cats, but the Haitians got frozen in time because of all the abuse from the French and the death squads. That's what I'm saying.
And that
the culture was not
drove
allowed.
them to cat eating.
Not drove them. They love it. They're in.
They love it.
They're still in. They're
Yep.
still eating the cats to this day in those nations in Africa.
you think-
That's my point.
Sure. I think they just have to eat. You know, I think if you give them something else to eat and it tasted better than a cat, they'd go, well, I like this better.
Not everybody's like you.
I think that the
They
human
just eat. You know, Mexicans eat pigs' heads. You know that cabeza, tongue. that
cabeza
shit?
is good. Tongue's good.
No, it's not. It's
I
fucking
love
disgusting.
I love cabeza.
Chicken feet. You know they eat chicken
I don't
feet.
eat chicken feet.
Well,
no.
they do. It's fucking disgusting.
I
That's
get,
why.
in your neighborhood, there's a nice taco place. I get a cabeza mulita, the mulita, which I don't know exactly what that's supposed to be. It's kind of like a
Balls.
tostada. It's like a soft tostada.
You're eating testicles. You know
It's not what that
where do they
is.
eat testicles? White people eat testicles.
White
you know?
people eat testicles.
There
yeah.
you go. Thank God there's a byproduct of slaughtering. They can just eat testicles. They don't run around stealing them out of farms.
Yeah. Chitlins.
I don't know what chitlins are.
Actually, they're pig intestines.
Oh.
I think they stew them up or something.
So it's not just about the taste. It's the culture.
Well, it is the culture, but like, you know,
Yeah.
it's not like the Haitians have like a culinary tradition of like preparing
Eating cats.
it lovingly with a
No,
side
they're
of
just eating it.
spring grass and a lemon wedge.
They see the cat, and they're like, I'm going to eat that cat.
Yeah.
I got to. See that dog? In China, they're just stealing people's dogs with the collars and eating them?
That's, well, if you would, I think the Chinese, again, we talked about this, guys, bonus episode, biggest problem in
Yeah.
China.
Eat.
They are eating a lot.
Okay, so they are, but you don't think Haiti is.
I didn't say I don't think Haiti is. I totally agreed with. What is this thing on the show where Dick goes, "Oh, you don't even think they're eating cats and dogs in Haiti?" I go, "I think they're eating cats and dogs in Haiti." You go, "Typical liberal doesn't
It
think
is a
they're eating
typical
cats and
liberal.
dogs in
It
Haiti."
is.
No,
It
I think
is.
they are. I think they are.
All right.
Just more of that liberal fucking agenda.
Get them out
Won't
then.
admit that they're
Get them
eating
out.
them.
Get them out.
Every fucking problem you do, it's telling me what my position is. Dick, the first
You
thing.
think we got to get them out and get Trump in there?
Who? The
We.
Haitians?
The people that are eating the cats and dogs.
And we got to get them out.
Get them out. Get Trump in. Get the people out.
I don't think.
See, I knew you would say that. Typical liberal. Doesn't want to get Trump in there.
you guys are driving me up a wall. Here's the first thing I do when I go into the Target, go to the Walmart, go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Get myself a shopping cart.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes you get a shopping cart and you get the bad shopping cart. And that's my
Oh,
problem,
man.
getting the bad shopping cart. Just a bad experience all around.
Yeah.
Well, you can't get behind that one?
Oh, that's like
You've never
airplane
had
food.
a bad shopping cart experience? It's
Man.
because the whole time you're going, oh, why did I not just get a good one? If I had gotten a good one, I'd be having a much better time right now.
I don't really care about the bad shopping carts.
You ever go to get a shopping cart and there's trash in it? And you're like, oh.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's fuck.
Really? I'm always disgusted by
Newspaper,
it. I'm like, how are you going to leave
kids thing, like,
fucking
ugh, right on the
trash in
ground.
there? And then you hope they got the cart wipes. You got that sticky handle. You're going to get whatever the last person got all sticky on it. Put
You got
on
my
there.
floor sticky last week. 'Cause
Where?
you were mixing glasses again, not over the sink,
Yeah.
and you spilled, and you wiped it up, but you
gonna-
didn't use soap, did you?
You're going to derail my problem with
I'm just saying.
more grievances
I'm just saying.
about
Sticky.
stickiness.
I'm just saying. If you're worried about sticky shit on things, I walked to the fridge and I was like, I know where that
I'm
is.
the master of the sticky. I did wipe it up. I'm sorry. I didn't
Not with
use any
soap,
soap. Okay. My bad. Sometimes you get the shopping cart with the busted wheel. Keeps wobbling. Can't even push it correctly.
Yeah.
And now, or the squeaky cart, everybody's looking at you like you're an idiot. Because the
I
whole
don't know,
way
man.
through.
I don't think that squeaky shopping carts and shit are that big of a deal. Shopping carts?
I think it's, you just have a bad time. You came in to shop to get important items.
How much food are you buying?
To fulfill your... How much food am I buying?
Yeah, do you need a whole shopping cart?
This just makes it... It's better than holding a basket.
You use a shopping cart?
Yeah.
How much food are you filling that thing up with?
Enough that I feel comfortable getting a shopping cart.
Why don't you just get another shopping cart if it sucks?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you're already like halfway through the shopping. And you're like, well, I'm not going to go back at a different shopping cart.
Right away.
You don't always know right away. Sometimes you get halfway through and then that wheel starts squeaking. You go,
What's the deal? Yeah.
What's the deal? And now they got those wheel locks, which sometimes just activate randomly.
No, they don't.
I've had
they do
I've
not.
had the lock just suddenly come on for some fucking reason.
No, when?
One time I was in a Target, the wheel locked, and the next thing I know, I'm dragging the cart through the fucking store, and I left a giant, because the wheels were locked up, I left this giant black mark going through the entire Target.
Now you're talking.
Okay?
Why would you do that?
I had a giant trail of
Why
black
don't you just
rubber.
go get another cart?
Because I was
Instead of
like
dragging it.
I was like, this is your fault, Target. So I just
Well, yeah, but you're
dragged it
punishing
all the way to
yourself.
the front.
Just go get another one.
Because what if I leave it there and then somebody fucks with it, starts putting shit back on the shelf? I was like, no, I'm just gonna drag it to the front. I don't want to have to make another trip.
That's so paranoid.
So I dragged this fucking cart the whole way. I left it a burning rubber trail
Because of your stuff?
Yeah,
You're like, oh, I gotta get my stuff.
I think it was more like I was annoyed, and I'm like, I'm just gonna drag this fucking thing.
Are
Why
you a guy
not?
that, like, when you're annoyed, you hurt yourself to show, like, you know, the man? Like, I hate this. I'm just going to angrily push this and inconvenience myself instead of just dealing with it rationally.
It wasn't a huge inconvenience. It's kind of fun to pull a shopping cart.
And drag it on the
well,
tile?
whatever. It's just like dragging a shitty wheelbarrow or something.
Okay. That
I
doesn't
don't
really
know.
answer the question.
I can't think of a situation where I punish myself in a...
A lot of people do. I mean, I'm not saying
I
it's not
get
like a
it.
judgment.
I can't think of an example of something like that.
Okay.
You ever personify like a tool?
Like my cock?
Or like something you're doing, like you keep losing the same screw, and you're like, "Fuck you, screw," and then you think about it, and you're like, "That doesn't make any fucking sense."
I mean, I don't know.
How
much are you
hit your head? You
personifying
hit your head with you hit your hand with a hammer, and you're like, "This fucking hammer never works. I fucking hate it." Like the hammer did it to you, you know?
I don't think about it like that.
Okay.
How do you think about it?
I think I used to do that. I think at a certain point, I said, "Bro, stop pretending that these items are like fucking
Did you
up
have
your
names
life."
for the items? What other items?
Hammery, screwy.
What about all the like? What really was? It wasn't hammers. You know how often you swinging hammers? Not often.
I'll use, but again, it's like usually when I would like lose. It's like when you're trying to or like you're trying to put something on a shelf and everything comes falling down.
Yeah,
and I guess
you're like,
it's,
God damn you, Isaac Newton.
It might be like you feel like God's fucking with you, you know? If you have that Christian guilt, where you're like,
okay.
oh, I'm having a bad time of it because Jesus is mad at me.
Is that who you blame?
I got to go to Bible camp and pray him into my heart. So
Is that who you blame? Some sort of
no, not anymore.
deity?
Not anymore. It's like the cosmos. You wonder if it's like karma or something that you're having a bad time.
Is that what you're talking about, though?
Nah.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, what were you talking about?
I think you just get upset and you want something to blame other than yourself.
You
know?
blame the hammer?
Yeah, you blame the hammer.
Goddamn beer spilled all over me. Like that?
Yeah, I'd say I think I did that more when I was younger, and now I go, no, all your problems are clearly your own creating.
How did it go at that? Do you remember doing it?
Yeah, I remember like
How
when
did
I was
it
younger.
feel? Like
it felt, annoyed. You're annoyed by
at the thing.
Yeah, you're annoyed at the thing.
Huh, okay.
Why won't this TV turn on? The TV's punishing me. Why is this thing broken? You know?
No, that's why I'm asking so many questions.
Here's a good example. Throwing your game controller would be an example of that. Like the controller's fucking you up.
That's not why I've thrown a game controller.
I'm saying it's not always why you throw the controller, but sometimes you're like, or like, hey, I don't know. I think it's something in the human brain where like you want to blame, or at least some people, you want to blame something exterior to yourself for the problem you're having.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Well, yeah, it could be.
Or it's psychosis.
I think it might be.
Might just be schizophrenia. I'm not sure. When you're talking to the game controller, hey, help me through this thing, Mario. Come on, Mario, get over that fucking thing. You're talking to the game character. Anyway, my problem is getting the bad shopping
Schizophrenia
cart.
is on the table. All
right.
Is that it?
That is
so our
it.
problems are the bad shopping carts. What was your other one?
Men who expect women to act rationally.
Okay, and mine was
Holidays.
people who eats lingering holidays like 9/11, and people who are eating the cats and dogs. Let me see if I got a great song I forgot to play
They're eating
about
the
that.
dogs. They're eating the cats.
God damn it.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
This is how I do it.
Eat the cat.
When I'm
Eat
not eating
the
cats.
cat. Eat the cat.
Like that.
It's terrible.
Pretty cool.
Repetitive.
Okay. Here's a ghost. So go to biggestproblem.show
Yeah.
to vote. Patreon.com/biggestproblem. We desperately need your subscriptions. We had a big drop.
We have to do
because of our
a.
behavior.
We have
last
to do.
week.
Well, we missed a bonus episode. That was no.
We
We
do a bonus
did make it
episode?
up. We've talked about doing this game challenge thing, but you have to help me fucking coordinate it.
I feel like we have to hit a breakthrough till we can get going back up on the upward trajectory.
We have to do a bonus episode.
No, it's got to be more than that.
Well,
It's got to be an emotional narrative breakthrough.
We have to do a bonus episode.
It's got to be whatever the opposite of
fans.
whatever the opposite of boxing up is.
We owe
I
the
don't know what it
fans
is.
a bonus episode. We should do it.
Whatever the
this
opposite
week.
of building a wall is out of stones, it's got to be the opposite of that, where it's like the Kool-Aid Man. Yeah.
I think we had a good show this week. We had good problems. We still got more to come. You want to talk about Horseman?
Riley, I want to Horseman.
The Horseman comic from Eric July.
A lot of the punch has gone out of it now. Honestly,
the punch has gone out
because-
of it because everyone's doing it.
No, because the thing to make fun of Eric about was his thin skin,
Yeah.
and you're like, he can't take it, but
Yeah.
I can't.
He's gone radio silent.
Not exactly. Okay, here's some voicemails.
Ooh, I am the ghost of fatness future. Vito, I'm going to come on to your property. Ooh.
I disavow that.
That is a spooky ghost.
This one I want to steal as a problem.
It was
It's
the
so good.
biggest problem in the universe is definitely porn websites and apps that make you hit extra buttons while you're jerking off.
Yeah, 100% true.
It's purely demonic. A couple of my old standbys were Red GIFs, like off Reddit, and Chatterbait. And Red GIFs has become almost intolerable. It throws out this overlay of scroll down for more, and then you have to click to dismiss. But the overlay grays out the whole fucking image, just whatever. Chatterbait used to always have to turn down the tip volume, which was... Sorry about that. I'm at work. I'm ignoring.
I'm at work.
Chatterbait, you always had to turn down the tip
Talking
volume.
about
But I got used to
pornography.
that. Now, when you maximize it there's a chat overlay that could be covering nice shit up, and gotta go fucking click that shit too.
Yeah.
Or even worse, Instagram, Facebook. It shakes the whole video up and down. If you scroll down, you get to the next one, or it just automatically auto plays down to the next one.
That's true. That's
Death
true.
Death penalty is the
And then I
only
gotta have a
solution for
branching
people
mechanism in
designing
my
shit
head
these
to
days,
find out how to
especially shit
get
that we can
back
jack off
to the original
It's
one so I can keep
distraction
going down that branch.
makes the jerking off take longer.
Good point, sir.
This is why you just torrent the pornography. You have the video, and you can watch it whenever you want.
Torrent the pornography?
Yes.
I don't think you want to have those torrents in your...
You delete the torrent after you torrent it.
Oh, wait, what? You torrent the porn and then you delete it right away?
The torrent file, but you keep the actual files. You just pick a lady you like and you download her entire discography.
And then delete it after you come, out of shame?
No, I'm talking about... I thought you meant you hold on to, the seed file or something.
You hold on to the file. You hoard the porn? You're a porn hoarder?
You're saying I'll seed it for a week after I get it.
No, fuck this. As soon as it's done, delete the seed.
Cut it down.
Yeah. You hold on to the porn.
Yeah.
How many hard drives you got?
Just I got a big what do you call it? An 8 terabyte thing. It's not all porn.
Is it labeled porn?
If I download it and I watch it and I go, you know what, this isn't that good, I'll delete that.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there we go. Eating cats.
God, with this.
Hey, it's Blake in Arizona. I am most of the way through the Dick Show with Vito on it, and man, I was very against Vito at the beginning.
Right.
But as the recordings were going, man, Mint Salad is so fucking annoying, it's unbelievable. She is demanding a change in behavior from Vito that requires time to pass. And he is sitting there surrendering, but like a cop, she's just like, get on the ground, get on the ground.
Get on the ground, stop moving.
Vito's just surrendering.
Stop moving.
Yeah, okay, what do you want?
Oh,
yeah,
so
okay,
you'll smile if
I'm
somebody
sorry.
says
And
something
she
about
keeps
them.
So now,
Okay.
Vito, fuck with her forever. Awesome, don't care. Love the show. Have a good day.
Okay, so you won't talk about it, but you will react. That's good to know. I think this guy's also on your side.
Hey, let's do a bit. I'm Dick and Frog Tony. Hey, Vito, you told everyone you know I want to fuck kids, and that I hope that Riley shows up to this individual's warehouse and shaves his arm hairs and fucks with them consistently. I don't know. There's just kind of like levels of jokes, and there's like levels. I don't really understand it. And like, they're just levels, guys. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm like special, and there's like just kind of levels. You literally told everyone you associate with you want to fuck kids, and that you.
He's having the same mint problem that she was having, the growling. Okay, maybe this will be the last one.
Vito, you have to have thicker skin than this shit, bro. You're crashing the fuck out way too hard for someone who is as mean and as callous as you are in the way that you talk about others and your so-called friends and co-collaborators. I mean, you're fucking ruthless, man. And it's funny. It's fine. It's funny. We all get
like that.
there's
I like
jokes
that comment.
involved, but you do say some very fucking mean things about people that are supposedly your friends. You have to have thicker skins in this shit, man. It's the fucking internet. You act like this is something new that you're just finding out about. Like, this hasn't been happening since fucking the early 90s. Like, no one is believing any of this shit except for you. You are taking it way too seriously. You are completely lost in the sauce. I love you, Vito.
That's a
You're
good
great.
slogan.
You're funny
I love you too, buddy.
until it gets to you and it becomes real only for you. I think that's what you're not understanding. Is
That's
it's
true.
only real in your fucking head.
Very
This
true.
is all jokes to everyone except you. Oink, oink, oink.
Okay, I
Thanks
got
for your call.
Love Sack over here.
Oh no.
Hey,
man.
Vito. You said that you couldn't fuck the love sack, and I'm curious how you were doing it. Were you like both in the love sack?
Oh, you want to bend
I
her
found
over?
the tactic of she's in the love sack and you're next to the love sack to be very effective.
Yeah, but you
You
still
can still
gotta.
push her away. You can shove her down. It's easy. Well, what are you doing exactly?
You still got to get
Sorry,
the
go on.
right shape. Why not just bend her over something that's not going to keep changing shape on you?
What was his solution?
He wants you to bend her over the love sack, and then you're next to the love sack, but you're not on
Well,
the
how
love
the
sack
fuck is she
with
going to
her.
hold herself up?
Yeah.
She's just going to be bent over the love sack?
Just bend her over something with
Like a
rigidity
counter
to it.
or a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, man.
That
You
doesn't
fuck
make-
all
that
kinds
doesn't
of
make
chicks
sense to
in
me.
any scenario.
That
I
doesn't make
guess.
sense to me.
Let's see here. Something about convenience stores.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. Biggest problem in the universe is going into the convenience store to grab a fucking cranberry juice, and then some asshole buying beer decides to talk to you for about, 5 minutes about nonsense and about the song Gangster's Paradise by Coolio.
Yeah.
And how it really is not
Nothing
only an
better to
amazing
do on
song,
meth
but it
than
really
talk
speaks
about
to
Gangster's
the youth
Paradise.
of America. And how much I want to just go fucking kill myself after realizing, I don't know why, you decide not to stop the conversation after 30 seconds of it, but
Yeah.
whatever. So, anyway, biggest problem in the universe.
Oh.
Love the show. Go fuck yourselves.
Thank you. All right, here's a pirate that called in.
Ho, ho, ho. Ahoy, Vito. This is Red Pirate Riley. And this is your only warning, you scallywag. I'll be raising anchor and setting sail to the west coast.
Yeah, Raising,
to
you got
plunder
it.
the pirate property. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Very convincing pirate, sir. Very convincing. All right, you want the Reddit one or the smarter than this one? I only pulled the. Are you gonna stonewall that one?
No, I'm not
All
stonewalling. I can't decide.
I'll pick smarter than this.
Hi, Vito. I know I'm a complete stranger. I'm not going to pretend like I know you, but I really thought you were smarter than this.
I'm happy. I'm a happy guy. We got a great show. Just got to stay positive.
You don't have to.
I want to have a positive show. I want everybody to have fun.
I'm gonna get a noose and install it in the roof.
I'm having fun. We had some great problems this week.
Oh man.
All right, we're going straight into Super Chats then.
We
Guys,
have nothing else.
Don't forget to vote on all the proms at biggestprom.show. And we got to do a bonus episode. I want to do the video game challenge. Dick sounds like he...
I mean, it's just like, it's so tense in here and in general that you could...
I don't feel tense. What do you mean it's tense?
It's very tense. I know you don't feel it, but... whatever.
Okay, I'm
It's something
sorry.
that'll have to be dealt with, I guess.
Is there anything I can do to make you happy?
It's not happiness. It's
tension.
It's not happiness.
It's tension.
Tension. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't...
Because the people are going to get... that voicemails was like those were the nice ones that I pulled out.
Yeah.
It's going to be... it's going to get worse.
Okay. I mean, I listen to the voicemails. Thank you for your voicemails. I'm excited. Guys, you can find the...
Wait, what do you mean you listen to the voicemails?
Well, you played them. I listened to them. The ones you
Oh,
played
yeah, that
on the
wasn't
show.
my point. It was the...
Yeah.
It was the
You can find the
negativity of the voicemail.
You can find you guys, if you want to leave a negative voicemail, I'm here and I'm excited for it. Don't forget, you can find the voicemail link on the website. I think it's under the contact page.
I don't know what happened to the super chats. Did they
Is
run
that
out?
not them?
Well, yeah, but it like stops at this one. So, September 6th. We're way past that.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are old ones. September 13th.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
You want to set a timer? What do you want to do? You want to daisy
I mean,
chain
you can
these
just
things?
read it for as long as you want. I can set a timer.
I
I'll set a 5-minute timer or something.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
that's
really
maybe
know.
that'll be fun. I don't fucking know. All right. Koof for 2. Thank you for not killing yourselves. Koof actually made it first, it looks like. Good work, Koof. You got the first one. Dominic for 2 says, stolen from Koof, World Star. Cardinal for 2. We love Vito. Dominic for 2 says, fuck. Koof for a huge $50. Thank you, Koof. My God. I love Koof. But I have all of Koof's stickers.
You de-wrenched him.
I gave it right back. We love Koof. Koof makes stickers for all the shows. I keep coming across. I can take a big handful of them.
Yeah.
And I have a nice Sony television that I have all the stickers from all the shows on it. I should take a picture of that.
Yeah.
Koof for 50 says, the 3 super chats above me and every other super chat below me belong to gay men, and he wants a Vito's booty.
Oh, good.
Very good. We're getting a pirate early on. And I have a grievance when we get to the Vito's booty segment, which
do?
I will bring up.
Okay.
The malware for 2. Koof is also gay. Don't read his super chats. Dominic for 51 says cancel all Koof super chats. If he
Cancel them.
Hold on. If he pays an extra $1, I feel like Vito's booty is off, and someone's got to pay another $50 to get it back on.
Well, it's getting smashed either way.
He just
whatever
canceled
you
it.
want.
He just canceled it. He says take his wrench.
You either get on the scale or you don't.
Diamond G for 2 says, do not come to Vito's property. Do not come. J-Rob Detailing Ireland for €5. Lads, I'm fecked. Head cold ruined me. Great crack.
No, you got it, lads. I'm fecked. Head cold ruined me. Great crack on the Dick Show. I'm glad Vito actually got it in the end. Cheers, boys. I don't think you did, though, J-Rob.
Beach
But I
Hook for
appreciate
2
it.
says my property. Black Crimson for 5 Australians says thanks for the snacks. Thanks for not killing yourselves. We should have snacks. I don't know.
Captain Poop Pants for 8. Reckon traces 3D assets as drawings. Refer to Biggest Problem in the Universe fan art Discord channel. I heard he was in Brazil working on Eric's comic from Chile. Yeah, he did trace you.
Okay. He traced...
Dick
Wait.
Penisecki, I don't like Vito for $5. Smoley Mellow, we demand comedy for weird money. Dick Penisecki for 2. You better fucking watch it, bro. Smoy Mellow for weird money. Dick may own the IP, but there's no show without Vito. That's true. I wish he was here today, but Riley has stolen his gem.
Do you genuinely agree there's no show without Vito?
Well, any any show is different with other people.
So it would be a different show.
Yeah.
You would call it biggest problem, though. This is a valuable IP.
If you just left, if you just said, I don't want to do the show anymore,
yeah,
I would just have my Friday night back.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You're nuts.
Why?
Just get a different guy.
And force it?
Yeah, of course.
I don't force shit, man.
This is forced.
I agree with you.
No,
that's why I hope
the
it
whole
goes.
show,
I hope it
all 150 episodes
resolves.
People don't understand. After the show ends, I go, "Listen, you fucking magatard, can you stop with this eating dogs and cats racist shit? You're gonna drag me down with you."
Schmoy Mello says no means no. Don't let Riley rape you. Johnny Rocket says did you see the My Property supercut?
Yes.
Did you think it was funny?
I didn't watch it, but I saw that it exists.
Of it. Go ahead.
Pineapple Man for 5. I didn't see Bag of Schmidt at baseball practice today. What the heck? But it's probably because neither of us play baseball now that I think about it. Hazman again for 2 says I'm worse than Riley. Man up before I get motivated. Hazman for 5 says Vito didn't fight Yellow Flash. Can you at least fight Riley? Grape.
Oh, that was a good. That was a good bit.
She monkey while you're at it. LJ Clabarino for 5. Vito baby, you gotta listen to Dick about angry people online. He has dealt with more crazy retards than anyone else.
Well, nobody ever listens to me, whoever that was. It's part of growing up.
Turkey.
Just realized no one will ever fucking listen to me.
I listen to you. Turkey Sandwich for 2 says, this little piggy went wee all the way home. Race Bandit for 5 Canadian. Good luck tonight, Vito. Make sure you're having fun. We have a fun show, guys.
Oh, God.
I love how
That's
fun
going to be the
this show
secret
is.
word. Oh,
Fun.
ding, ding,
Fun.
ding. Like every time Eric July says it, I think like I've never seen somebody have less fun.
I'm having a lot of fun. I think like the last couple episodes have been a blast.
Bro, my show was
blasting.
like psychosis level.
Yeah, well, that wasn't
Crazy.
fun, but what are you going to do? Milker Cream for 20 Canadian. In page 27 of Dick's book, he said if a woman was ever elected as president, he would eat his own book. Just wondering if he's a man of his word.
I have to.
And Milker Cream says, also thank you, Vito, for Ugin's Labyrinth that helped you out. Oh, you must have come by my Whatnot streams. At
You gotta eat the cat.
Whatnot.com/invite/Vito Comedy. Get $15.
Deluxe for 5. Thank you, Vito, for apologizing to the fans. I don't know if you said you didn't though.
I apologize to the fans.
You're like the guy. You're like the epitome of the man that's hugging you, but he's also hitting you.
I think it's one of those things where if you say you're apologizing, isn't that bad?
You have. I don't know how. I'm trying to not say this in a critical way.
Yeah.
You don't. What the fuck is that?
That's your thing going off. That.
Oh, stop. That's my stupid
I think it's one of those
Snapchat.
things where, like, people look negatively on apologies, I feel.
I don't think you can experience human emotion without viewing it through a television, like without viewing it through a PR lens.
If I apologize, like, I get a guy going, you're a fucking liar, you libtard, whatever the hell. Like,
You are.
It's almost like...
But they think that anyway.
But it's like
and it's true.
But it seems like apologies in the modern age, like the apology just... It doesn't matter if it's on. It just pisses off people, too.
That's like so insane.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like, it's just like, it's such a long way of not apologizing.
I think it's that I don't...
Like apologize or not. Well, actually, what
here's
Mark
what it
says is in
Here's
the
what it
beginning
is.
when there's, yeah.
You don't want to bring up later that you apologized. I think that's what it is. You don't want to go, well, did you see my great apology? Because now you're like,
But you brought up
making a
that you
show out of
donated
it.
to Riley's thing a couple times for points. You did. I mean, I'm saying it. I don't need you to agree. That's what happened.
The Locks for 5. Thank you, Vito, for apologizing to fans. I'm glad you guys let your YouTube, and then he tries to get me with a TBF. The Locks for 26 is My Property and my Vito the Gay Team Guy song. I think that's
wait,
enough
is
money.
it 2609?
I think
Yeah,
that's enough
yeah,
money.
yeah.
Vito the Gay Team Guy. Gay. Vito the Gay Team Guy.
DEI rules.
Vito the Gay Team Guy.
Female game characters should look more like men.
Beat.
Vito, the fat team guy.
Gamergate never happened.
Vito the Gay Team Guy.
What was that?
Brought to you
2609?
by
Sweet Baby
Inc.
Incorporated,
Fuck.
carrying out Anita Sarkeesian's agenda since 2018.
Can't do it. TT Vito for 5 Canadian. Don't come on my property is how you will get into Oktoberfest party at Vito's. Bring your own pig fluids.
Black Crimson for 5. Vito's cat was never lost. It was eaten by Haitians. Nate Ring for 2610. Thanks for the apology, Vito. I might consider reviewing my Vito file plus subscription if you can take a joke again and keep a good attitude for another couple weeks. Back-to-back team guy Vito song. Please with the locks.
You can go buy a penny. Oh my God. Well, for $26, what can I do? What can I say?
Remember when this was the thing that set you off?
Well, for
Before all the other stuff?
I mean, I got a lot of comments from fans going, if he plays that fucking song a million more times, I'm going to off myself. So.
But they didn't. All they have to do to stop it is pay $100 and stop it. So they don't really care.
I guess they could pay $100.
Yeah, I just pay $100. That's why the system works so great.
Get it up.
That's why I made the system.
Get it up as high as you can.
Carrying out Anita Sarkeesian's agenda since 2018.
Well, Abe Schmidt just...
Schmidt for 50.
Abe Schmidt just got it to 50.
On you, Vito comrade. Play the Vito team, guys.
Well, now it's at 50.
Okay, team guy.
So you got to go above 50 to get the song. We're never going to hear the song again. It's a lot of money to play that fucking song. Jesus Christ.
By the way, I came up with that bit. Making my bits make us money.
Did I say
bits
anything
make people
negative
drop
about you?
the fucking Patreon.
We got the most super chats ever on the show where everyone was shitting on me. So in a way, I think I've helped us make enough money. I think we set a super chat record of everyone talking shit about me.
Riley now knows how I feel. Someone you look up to and love their comedy, you take their gem.
Well, that was Abe Schmidt for 50, setting the bar at 50. Zedek Quinkcell for 5. I feel like after this episode, we should get a second pity treasure chest for when Vito loses weight. Okay, with this 2 treasure chest shit, we've already said no. Has been
That's a Vito file. Zedek Quinkcell.
I believe Zeta is a Vito file. I think they want me to get 2 presents, but Zeta, that's not the bit. Hasman for 2. I have a great idea for a bit. 2 men, 1 chest. Zeta for another 2. We love our Vito and our awesome Vitopia. Yes.
Vitopia. Lawrence Devaney for 5. Peace, love. Hubba. Britsman for 2. Troll and Vito is getting old. Let's go to Dick's house. Craig VGS for 2. Vito, use your pedo pig powers to become more funny. Wink odds for 20. Vito being ungrateful on Twitter again. Sorry you have to spend Fridays doing a rinky-dink podcast with a $9,000 Patreon. Well, not anymore. There's no parasocial relationship. You're I don't think you know what that word means. You're a clown, and we pay to see you perform. Now, oink, oink. I do see you throwing that word around a lot. Parasocial.
I can't give back to the fans as much as they're owed. It's not possible. I get a lot.
But you don't believe? Do you believe that?
I get to the. I feel bad. Like I feel bad that like
I believe that.
I feel bad that people want to connect with me, and like I get a lot of DMs. People send me emails that are like 3 pages long, and I'm like, man, like I can't give you back what you want from this. It's not possible.
And it turns into like something negative.
It turns into it's guilt. It's guilt that you're like, I wish. You know, you always want, you're the guy at the baseball game hoping, what's his name, signs your fucking jersey, and that guy, he's like, I got to get to the fucking clubhouse.
I don't know. My idol, my broadcasting idol blocked me on Twitter, and I didn't care, so.
Who's your broadcasting
Tom
idol?
Likas.
Do I know who Tom Likas is?
Yes, dear. Dump
Okay.
that bitch.
Yeah.
Blow me up, Tom.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
He posted about Trump like 4 years ago, and I said, who cares? And he blocked me. He blocked me and then posted a big thing about who should care. And I was like, ha, 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 ha. Like, you're my favorite guy ever. But I think it's funny that you did that to me.
I remember I got blocked by Red Letter Media, and I was like, no. But then I somehow convinced them to unblock me.
I did notice the speed wobbles starting when the parasocial thing started kicking in, and I thought
I've been talking about it for a while, though. It's not like a new thing.
Yeah, but I don't think you use it right. Like, parasocial isn't arguing with people and asking to stay at their house and stuff.
Whose house did I ask to stay at?
The guy in Vegas.
He offered to let me stay at his house.
Either way, that's not parasocial. That's social.
That's different. Stop using that guy as an example of like a random fan.
That's a big
I've been talking to that guy. That's a different guy.
I've been talking to that guy, right?
Yeah,
so
but
that's not parasocial.
If I've been talking to him for a while, well, yeah, okay. Obviously, some fans will become a part of your life. They go, "I like what you do. Here's what I do."
No, that's not true for like celebrities. They don't let fans even anywhere near them.
I have people who I was big fans of theirs, and then you know, we connected up, and now we talk. I don't fucking know.
All I'm saying is, I think when you say parasocial relationships, it's dismissive, and there's something in there that's like short-circuiting your brain.
I think here's the reason we talk about it, because I do talk to Mr. Girl about this a lot, and Mr. Girl has.
Oh, that's like putting your head into fucking Cuisinart.
Okay,
that's the
let's
worst
put it this
thing
way.
you could do.
Any parasocial relationship I've ever had pales in comparison to the people who have gone to Mr. Girl and been like, everything you say has changed my life. We should start a religion together, whatever the fuck else, right?
Yeah, but he's also not parasocial.
What do you mean?
Like he wants a cult. He craves their worship.
He specifically like turns people down. I can't tell.
And then he talks about it.
To me, he doesn't talk about it.
No, he's talked about it on my
public.
show. He talked about on my show that he's going to start a cult because people love him so much.
I've never heard that from him, and I don't believe that. I don't believe
You don't
that man
believe
would start
that?
a cult. No, I don't.
Why? Okay, what would it change if he called into my show and that's one of the things he said?
What do you mean? What would change?
That he's going to start a cult.
I would be very surprised.
He said, "Why would I know that? I don't ever talk to him. That's not recorded."
I
made it up.
You occasionally hear people say things and then repeat them in a way.
How much you want to bet?
I don't want to bet. I mean, if he said it, I'm just very surprised.
Well, it happened.
I'm trying to think what I should bet. I don't know what I want to bet. Oink odds for 5. Odds for Vito's weight tonight. Over 294.5, negative 200. Under is plus 100. Bay's retard for 2. Mint just mad. Vito has nicer tits. Worst OnlyFans ever.
No, Mint's new pictures. She finally figured out to just put a little T-shirt on. Whoo, mama.
Matt Parzinski for 10. Is Oinktober followed by November? So please don't read my name on the air. Stop doing that. Race Bandit for 2 Canadian. You guys remember Cool Sean? That was a great
good bit.
Race Bandit for another 2 says, I miss Cool Sean.
Nicholas for 5. It's my understanding that Vito couldn't tell whether or not Riley was joking. Riley's never been funny. Diamond G for 10. Please play the Bon Jovi Vito's Cat song in memory of all the cats and dogs that are being eaten.
You'd have to look for that one.
Lane Steele for 5. We must secure the existence of our Vito and future of our biggest problem. Disciple of Dagon for 2. All greased up for some honey glazed Vitusi.
My Vitusi's
Flip Summer
here
for
for
5.
you.
Your Discord arguments really helped pass the time in college. Thank you, Vito and Riley. They were great. You guys were really brutal with each other.
Crizzlers for 2. I don't think Vito is a lol cow. He's more of a lol pig. Kyle Baxter for 10. Hi, Vito and Dick. Hope you all had a great week. Here's a little something in hopes my favorite show sticks around, and this is all a bit. I
It's
love
not
you
a bit.
guys. It is a bit.
It's not a bit.
It's
definitely not a bit.
SB for 5. Currently praying for the swift return of normal Vito upon Superkiller success.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it.
I got a lot of people sending me emails saying they want to get in because they missed out. So if there's something you want that you couldn't get in on the campaign, send me an email. Austin Nix for 2. No one makes me bleed my own blood. Oink.
Exactly.
Tom Smilvich for 15. ILS. IHIWMADF.
Cardinal Carlin for 10. Veto files after all of these veto W's. I'm starting to forget what losing feels like. Maybe you never knew. Bubba the Cylon for 10. After living abroad my entire adult life and never needing to drive, I just bought my first tank of gas and I've become a presidential gas griper. Whoever will lower gas prices in 2024, that's Trump, and he won't even need to get
How are the gas
cats.
prices right now? I haven't even paid attention.
I don't know. Base retard for 5. What is Vito hiding in his house that he's afraid Riley would find? Our brave reporter, you, the viewer, looks to the streets to find out. Franks Lucas for 10. Boogie repeating how much he holds his medical records in order to stop the conversation, and Vito repeating property is similar. Is this a fat thing? Anyways, go F yourself. Love you, RSK. I did notice that. Do you see Boogie saying my private medical records are the only thing I have?
Yeah, I've seen him say that.
Did you think, like, what a fucking retard?
No.
You thought that's valid?
Well, the only reason I thought he's a retard is because he couldn't just say the obvious thing, which is he just explained it wrong. I think he has cancer.
Me too. But do you think when he said it like over and over and over, he's like, my private medical records a lot. Like, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess that was stupid because he couldn't just say, hey, I have cancer, but like
everyone
I don't have
that
the
I
diagnosis.
see thought that him saying over and over my private medical records was stupid. You didn't see that?
I didn't watch
You
that.
didn't see
I
that?
don't watch the Lol Cow podcast because it's those guys have no chemistry. I don't get it.
I know. It's
Why
like
are-
every show is like this show for them.
No, what do you mean? This show has
Bro,
what are you
you've been
talking
fu-
about?
you got fucking wobbled hard by Riley. That's all I'm saying.
Psychonautical89 for 5. I am the Cum King, and you are all my very loyal and very gay subjects. Paging Dr. Eric Wong. Chud Bronson for 2 Canadian. Late and fat, what happened to being on time? Knucking Futz for 10. Mary Swine Timber Vito. Oink Oink Tober is just around the corner. Thank you for not killing yourselves. Hazman again for 2. My landlord's property. Based Retard for 5. Calling it. Dick foiled Vito's attempt to super kill himself live on air and is searching for a new co-host last minute. I shouldn't spoil it, but I really did at one point want to do a Bud Dwyer thing where I just have a
Kill
lunch.
yourself?
I just have a lunch bag and I just pull a revolver out.
You're spoiling that for nobody.
I really am spoiling
There's
that.
nobody that was spoiled by that revelation.
Sir Seat Sarah for 5. Jokes about property damage voted up. Weaponized autism for 5. I'm going to assume Vito's shitting, and that's why they're late. Wow, how old are these super chants? Weaponized autism for 5. Pinch it off. I need my parasocial fix. Craig VGS for 2. New Zealand. Vito, stop jerking you pig meat to Mince Fansley again. Foghorn for 5. My name is Vito, and I'm definitely not. You read that one.
I'm definitely not an insecure piggy.
No, read from the front.
Man, my Foghorn for 5. My name is Vito, and I. Well, you
wait.
skipped it.
Sorry.
And I'm definitely not an insecure piggy. Oink oink. Man of my race. Strategy for 5. Imagine a show that starts at 9. Says it's going to start at 9:30, but instead it starts at 9:28 and chuck 928 dicks in my ass. Nobody wants that. Veets and dicks. Horseman looks like horse shit. What do you think about that? Rhinox for 2. We love Vito. Fog Horror for 5. I know life is pretty rough, Vito, but at least you're not bald or Italian.
What can you do?
31 GG, not Russian Productions for 50. Thank you.
Thank you for $50. Wow, we need we should have like a noise for $50 ones. We should have like a fun one.
Thank you is the noise. I
Okay.
hit it on the
Thank
machine.
you.
Thank you. Eric July's favorite chicken something smasher head for $1. $1. I don't know how you got that through. You cheap
Well,
fuck.
because I guess there's no message. So
Terry Hesticles for 5. By the time you read the super chat, I'll be waiting in your garage. Wink, wink, wink. Brendan Swarm for 2. Sono Taylor. Lame Crabzula for 5. The 2017 YouTuber Lindy Beige rated $150,000 to make a graphic novel. Now, 7 years later, he's still promising his supporters that he's working
there's
on
some
it.
very
Sounds
late
familiar.
comics. So
The looks
I'm not going
for
to use that as an
5.
excuse, but I do see some of them and I'm like, well, they didn't fuck up that bad. Jesus Christ.
No, you fucked up bad.
No.
You fucked up bad because of the amount of shit you were talking.
Well, I never commented on time.
It's implied.
It's not. I don't care.
Customer satisfaction is implied.
I don't care if somebody pushes their book back to make it great. Honestly,
But
Eric
Ethan Van
should have
Sciver's,
done that.
the reason that yours is late, like the reason Ethan's book is late is because he's drawing it. Like,
Right.
you're not doing anything.
Right, a different guy's drawing it.
Yeah, that's why it's like not as that's why it's not acceptable for yours to be late, but it's acceptable for his to be late.
I would think the opposite because Ethan has.
Of course you would. You're the one late.
But hold on. Well, Ethan's late, right?
But he's drawing it. He's doing the physical work every day.
Right. He has complete control over every aspect of the production.
Right. Well, it's his labor. It's his labor that
Right.
turns
And I'm
into the
paying
book.
other people to do labor, so I really have to depend on other people. I don't have control. I can't draw it myself.
You have 100%. You're the manager. You have 100% control.
I can't.
It's this
I can't.
on time.
I can't just manifest it. I wish I could go and just like draw the pages, but I can't because I got to pay. a guy
But
to
your
draw it.
managing is why it's late because you picked a bad artist. You picked a slow artist.
Okay, all right. Don't do that.
You picked a slow artist who wouldn't hit deadlines.
He's a great artist. I love that guy. The Locks for 5. If Vito gets replaced, I'd rather it be Taylor than Ralph. It's me for 5. Thank you. Cheese in my pockets, Velveeta for 2. I didn't know Mint was doxxed until Dick said it. Eric July for 10. Vito, what it is we need to let Bindgons be Bindgons. And what it be is teaming up to jail that individual forever. Michael Winning for 2. You did not, in fact, win me back. I still hate you. Thanks for the $2. Captain Insano for 2. Vito's missing cat was eaten by Haitians. Jackboy Jack for 2. Zeta Quinksell for... Well, thank you, Jackboy Jack. Zeta Quinksell for 2. We need to protect our cats from these Haitians. Throbert for 5. If Taylor replaced Vito, this show would become the biggest foreheads in the universe. The Gentleman Sausage for 5. I think the election messes up both you guys' brains, but not me. I'm built different. DLK TDR for 5 Australian on the first day of Pigsmas. Giswaldi gave to me a comic that ripped off Deadpool 3. That's good. Just Ivan for 10 Australian. Initially, I thought Riley X Mint or / Mint versus Vito was the mentally ill versus the mentally unstable. But as Vito continued to placate and warn instead of just hanging up, I realized he is also mentally ill. LJ Clavarino for 10. Have you seen the 2024 Paralympics? They have blind soccer and wheelchair rugby.
No,
funniest
they
shit
don't.
I've
That
ever
sounds
seen.
great. Christian Hollingsworth for 10. Property, my private property. YouTube, personally broadcasting from the bedroom of my private property. A bug stuck in Eric Chala's shoe. Oink, oink, piggy. Tiki the Mighty for 2. Team Guy Vito, as defeated as his team is right now, strategy for 5. Imagine wanting to know more about the Riley situation, but when you ask about it, we chuck dicks we can't comment about in my ass. Nobody wants that. True. Gordon Shumway for 5. Fat Brain voted up. Royston S. Bailey for 2. Thoughts on Horseman? It looks
All
like
I saw
shit.
was the trailer. I think the animation
Andrew
looks
Tarr for
okay.
2. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Karen July for 5. Vito, I'm starting to like you again. If someone makes fun of you online, then call the
Should
bully
call the bully
hunters.
hunters. I miss those guys.
Call the police. Jokes online are not funny. That's what I think is going to cost you the most is the jokes things. Righty Tighty 91 for 2. Just disappointed, Vito. Frowny face. We all are. Darbus for 5. Love you, Vito. Heart. Johnny Rico for 2. Star Wars Rogues 1 is trash, Vito.
It's not
Shallow
perfect,
characters
but
and writing.
it's what they should be
Kagon Postal
doing.
for 2. Love you guys know Homo. Rex Sexton for 5. It's really annoying that Reckon's name is so close to mine that I perk my ears whenever you say it. I always hear first, you jackass. Kagon Postal for 2. Biggest problem having to work while hungover. Pernat Cavaldi for money. Vito, why are you so horrible?
Well,
Probably
what can
not
you
any
do?
money. Eric Jules shit for brains. 2. I eat poop. Austin Nix for 5. Vito's like Star Wars. I used to like it. I want to like it again, but it hurts me. And I
Can
still
you turn this
keep
AC
bidding
down?
it
I'm
money.
freezing. Just a little bit. Andrew Tarr for 2. Who is Riley? Wildman for 279 Canadian.
He's a
Mark
gem collector.
Anthony Jerome Oregon. This man is white, by the way. Alex Reinhardt for 2 says it's called the value menu now. Example. Okay, you pay more if you want to say things. Wild Mint Man for 279. Don't put like fucking contractions and shit. I have no idea what you're saying. 279 Canadian. One more thing. Cassidy Gabrielle doesn't like show.
Who's that?
I have no idea. Zeta Quinxel for a big
Is
5.
that a hot girl?
Hey,
hold
Zeta.
on. I need to know if it's
What
a
do you,
hot
Gabrielle?
girl.
How are you going to look up Gabrielle?
She said
Go down.
Cassidy Gabrielle.
No,
fuck?
Cassidy. I thought is that what she said?
It's a black lady?
Bro, did you read that correctly?
No, I don't really care.
Okay.
Okay.
Cassidy Gabrielle. I have no idea. Zeta Quinxel for 5. You know how many McDonald's points you have? I have 19,000. I probably have the same. Juan Wong for 5 Australian. My problem with the Evangelion fans, say these words real quick. Evangelist, Evangeline, Evangelion.
It's like a Gallagher routine, but for anime. Wow. Got a Kinsell for 2. My first year voting Trump 24. Trump loves Vito. Utah-based Armenian for 2. Who's down for a biggest problem? Meet up at Vito's. Dean Shock for 5. Vito, you're clearly delayed in your ability to reason through situations, but I like your Pokemon tournament stories. Ever go to a Smash or SF local?
No.
Leo for 5. Based hat, Vito. Ripiverse hat. Wow. Shitlips for 5. My dog could feed 10 Haitians.
Fans sent
He is
this in.
so big.
They used to just send me stuff. Now a pirate has to give it to me for some reason. Eric July, shit for brains for 2. Dick's cat bit has me laughing so aggressively.
Gambling addiction. That's
Austin
why.
Nix for 2. Dick's vet, how many Haitians could your dog feed? Rex Sexton for 2. Richard's breath smells like Vito's missing cat. Reedus the Riot Act for 10. I think Vito won last week when Dick unironically called him mean. Not shithead or asshole, just mean. All above the magic pig bus. The malware
what?
for... I don't fucking know. Probably on your show. The malware for 2.
No, I said it on this show.
You said I'm mean.
Yeah. I said the reason why this show
I'm
works
mean.
is because you're so mean-spirited.
I am very mean. I agree.
Especially when someone's making jokes at you. Then that's the heart. The heart of being mean is that you can't take a joke.
What are you? I've taken so many jokes for like 150 episodes. Can everybody stop pretending I'm the most sensitive man who ever lived?
Whoa.
I let you dance as a pirate and call me a fat piece of shit.
I don't call you a fat piece
but
of
like
shit.
the audience does. I let you
I don't
happen.
do that.
Okay. The malware.
First of all, you don't let us call you anything.
Okay.
The calling
I
will
know.
continue.
The malware for 2. Vito's bouncing leg mocked it. I don't think that's true. Johnny Rico for 5. American. There is no magic soil, Vito. The Haitians don't just arrive in America and become founding fathers magically. They just bring their dog and cat eating here.
They love it.
Jeff M for 5. Vito needs to wear the Sonic Shoe medallion to lift the curse. He's been driven mad ever since it arrived.
I do think it has.
It has powers. Tyler for 10 started watching after Vito's first PKA appearance. Vito's a class act for handling all the nonsense. Go fuck yourself, Masterson. Well, that's very supportive. I was on PKA very recently. Great episode. Go check it out. Dick was on.
Did Woody put this
not
in,
that
your,
long
in
ago.
your head? Somebody said that Woody put it into your head that you shouldn't let your audience disrespect you.
I don't know.
So that's telling me yes. Okay,
I don't
now I
talk
gotta
to-
find it.
I don't talk to Woody.
Somebody said there was a clip on the show where Woody's like, you can't let the audience disrespect you.
I've never heard that. I don't remember that at all. Weaponized autism for 5. For the first time, I actually feel kind of bad for Vito, but if you're going to snatch gems, it's only fair to get your gems snatched. Just Ivan
It's
for
a gem
5
snatch,
Australian.
gem world.
Vito, if you went for Porter Rich, would you never eat a hamburger or a hot dog again? No, I'd eat a fucking hamburger.
Warren Buffett eats McDonald's.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Utah-based Armenian for 2. We solved the mystery of Vito's cat, Voodoo Gumbo. They don't have gumbo. Yakumen for 5. Fun fact in Haiti, cat dog aired on the Food Network.
That's a good
Andrew
one.
Tar for 2. Who cares about Ohio? Craig's VGS for 2. How many cats can Vito eat if Vito did eat cats? That's a good one. Jacob Wagner for 5. Please read this on your podcast. It's excellent, really. Thank you. Andrew Tar for 5. Nice. Dick brought in a problem that is a problem for literally nobody. Which
the
one?
cats and dogs thing?
They're eating them.
Sure.
Do you have a cat or a dog? It's gonna
I'm
be
not
eaten.
eating it.
It's gonna be eaten.
Yeah.
It's gonna be eaten. I used to just throw trash out, but now people are going through it. I used to be a man could just have garbages in the street. No one would touch it.
You don't want anyone
Now you
touching
got to
those
watch out.
garbages.
We used to not have to lock up your bike. Now you got to lock up the bike. Used to let the dog and the cat. Here's who else eats. Now you got to lock them up. You got to lock the dog and the cat
Well,
up.
luckily we don't have a big Haitian population
In Norway,
LA.
they've got little babies in carriages that they just put outside when they're eating in the restaurant. Because there's
Yeah, I saw that. They just leave their babies like in the
you
in
can
the
never
park.
do that.
No.
You can never do that because people are coming around eating.
Did you
cats
watch
and
those
dogs.
PS5 theft videos like I told you to?
I did. They're fucking hysterical.
Fucking hilarious.
A black guy goes into a black kid goes into the hood selling a PS5, and
He's just holding it. He's walking it home. Like he's just
Oh,
like,
he
yeah.
is?
Yeah, he's just like, oh, it's a PS5. And the people are like, where'd you get that? He's like, yeah, I just bought it. I'm taking it to my buddy's house.
and they all steal it, pull
They-
guns on him and shit.
Dude, some of it's crazy. I'm like, don't get fuck. I mean, hopefully they wouldn't shoot him, but holy shit, they'll knock him to the ground and take the empty box. He goes, it's a prank. It's full of bricks. And they're like, oh.
And you thought that was as bad as it could get, but they could also eat cats. And
They could rip the
dogs.
cat out of his hand. He's trying walking through a Haitian neighborhood, petting his
It gets
cat.
worse, is all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Stray beans. Oh, especially the Mo for 10 props on Vito on the death stare towards Dick. It wasn't a death stare.
I don't think it's a death stare.
It's a stare of terror. Stray beans for 3. Did you see my Vito versus Riley drawing? Love you, Vito. This is an amazing drawing. I got to pull up. Hold on. It is incredible. If more than half of the people in this drawing had a sense of humor about it, this would be one of the coolest pieces of fan art that they would ever have gotten. Let me see here. Come on. This one. This is incredible. Look at that. So that's Wolverine. And I think in the original, it's Deadpool in the reflection. Vito is stonewalling it. He doesn't realize that I do a show every week where I basically talk to myself with another guy stonewalling me for 3 hours. This is Riley.
Sean stonewalls you?
I'm sorry, did you say something? Did you want to chime in suddenly?
I don't.
Here's Riley here. This is the famous Wolverine comic. And then here's Vito getting his gem stolen in the reflection in the blades as Deadpool. That's amazing, Stray Beans. Thank you. I'll thank you. Vito is too in his feelings to thank you. But that was incredible. Thank you.
Kagon Posel for 2 says pornography is the answer. Kagon Posel for another 2 says don't be daft. Wrap that shaft. Utah-based Armenian for 5 says Vito's argue with women problem is obviously aimed at mint salad without naming her. He broke the truce.
They have a truce? Oh, fuck.
D's for 5. Vito gambled away all of the super killer money.
You didn't do that, did you?
No. You've seen my fucking... I show you my stock portfolio. You know I
No, you don't. You've never showed me that.
Oh, really? Okay.
No. I
thought
asked you
did.
for my half of this Show money.
Yeah, I gotta send it. I've been I'll send it.
I asked on Monday though.
Yeah, I got.
And then I was thinking, I don't think he gambled it, but
bro, I'm not gambling. Okay, I'll show you. Do you want to see my bank account?
No, I just want the money.
Okay. I've never
I
not
heard
sent you
that-
the money.
I don't know, man. I heard no, I gambled it away. I can't pay you. I thought,
Well, I can tell you the money's all there.
Okay.
In fact, the money's going great because I don't know if you saw Palantir's at 35.
I saw that and I thought, well, at least if Vito was gambling the money, at least he
At
has
least
it
he
back.
hit it. Now I'm going to put all that on black. No, wait. Black's, I'll put it on black. I love the black community. Zeta Quinkcell for 2.
Prisons.
We need a chest for every time
have
Vito
stocks.
says we. Zeta for another 2 says we love Connie. Jesus Christ. Zeta for another 5 says Vito, if you need a shoulder to cry on, we, the Vito Files, are here for you. Remember, we love you. I do love the Vito Files. Vito File Nation is stocks are rising. Grapefruit National for 5. Does Vito understand that we got to talk about
Does
communism?
Vito understand that communism is preferred form of government inherently rejects private property rights?
Got it.
I don't think he understands what private property means at all, actually. Tiger Man for 10. I celebrate 9/11 by playing It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls. Zen Slayer's album God Hates Us All, which came out in 9/11. Really? Austin Nix for 5. Vito, men shouldn't argue with women. Women argue with women. No one should
That's
argue
true.
with autists. Reflect on your recent decisions.
Let women fight with other women. I agree with that.
Don't call them. Don't dox that. Chud Bronson for 5. I had a happy 9/11 and Vito's stonewalling best
That's
gag.
2. He didn't get 5 for
2.
that.
Cirrhosis Liver for 5. Nothing. Austin Nix for 2. After the real criticisms,
Thank you,
do
Cirrhosis
miss
of the River.
Oinks. Knucking Futz for 5. All this tubby piggy went wee all the way back to his property. And this, 5. Ryan Young for 10. I'll pay whatever refund Ewok is owed so long as you still send him everything he ordered. Are you talking about Riley?
I have no idea what that means.
I think he means if he'll pay Riley as long as you still send Riley all the stuff that you. I didn't read the rest of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Everything he ordered.
Yeah.
He ordered a bunch, and Mint wanted a refund, and then I think you did give it to them eventually. Them and Frog Tony that you were really mean to.
Yeah, I was really mean to Frog Tony. I have apologized for that.
Yeah.
I said some things to Frog Tony. I will apologize to Frog Tony. The problem is that, everybody, I don't know. I can't do an apology. I
don't
won't-
think you mean it,
I've
though.
already talked to him. I won't bring it up on this show.
To what? Promote him? You won't bring it up?
I just won't talk about it.
Okay, go ahead. You read.
Strategy for 5. Imagine trying to write names in your death note, but anytime you write a name, a Shinigami shows up and Chuck dicks in my ass. Nobody wants that. Feeds
Oh,
and dicks.
Shinigamis. That's what they were.
Boba the Cylon for 5. Chicken feet in Hong Kong and Singapore are delicious. Fuck off. Austin Nix for 5. Whiskey Tango drinks Mountain Dew. Whiskey Tango that wins the lottery drinks Mountain Dew if they just had access to a better drink. Shell Lips for 2. Life's too short to push a shitty cart. Thank you. And then he says it again, so we'll take those $4. Captain Insano for 2. The shopping cart was broken by Haitians.
Definitely. They can't fucking drive either.
Yeah, I've seen that. But we let women drive, so why not
They're
Haitians?
worse.
They're worse than women.
Yes.
Well, if you get a Haitian woman, you're dead. Are they worse than Asians?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a bold
Because they got so many
claim.
cats that they got in their car they're trying to eat.
Yeah, the Asians don't have fucking cats in the car. Come on, same
No.
thing. Real Black Guy for 2 says Yellow Flash is live streaming. I don't know why you'd care about that. Mike Roberty for 5 says Vito, look out, Riley's right behind you. Austin Nix for 2 says Vito
Wait, did I put that
personifies
thing
a
down?
tool
Hold on.
lately.
Don't press
God,
anything.
yeah. Kyle Baxter for 20. In middle school, I had a friend who would smack his computer when he sucked at his game and blamed random things for misfortune.
Yeah. I knew somebody like that too. They were fucking nuts.
I think I've only done that when I got really fucking pissed. You really want to blame something outside of yourself.
Oh,
But
man.
at a certain point, I realized this is retarded. Just move
blame
on.
other people.
Well, it ends up fucking you. His dad had rage too. I remember watching him, thinking it was so bizarre. Cool guy regardless. Zeta Quinkcell, who's been just super chatting like crazy. Thank you, Zeta. For 2, says, Vito, we love you. I love you. Do you love me? Love me. I love all the Vito files. You're all my family, and we will live forever in Valhalla. Naturally Negative for 10. Hey, Vito, have you found any of the Peppa Pigs I hid in your yard yet? They're in the blind spots. Pigeon for 10 says, we like oinks. Oinks are funny. We're going to refresh here. Got a couple more, I think.
Yeah.
You might want to start
man.
preparing for a pirate-themed bit. Austin Dix for 2 says, this is worse than the Yoinks. Goddamn, I feel bad.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
Feel bad, too.
No, this is great. We got a bunch of super chats. Just Ivan for 5 Australian.
Nah, it's
Vito,
like
your skinned
fucking-
cow in an abattoir pic. I don't actually know what an abattoir pic. Reply to Dick was the funniest thing you've done. Keep up the savagery.
Yeah.
Well, I could fight with you. I think that's
you have no chance.
that's open.
I mean,
time.
I have bits prepared for this show that I didn't even bring out because you're like so obviously on the edge.
Okay, I don't feel like I'm on the edge.
I mean, yeah.
You're gaslighting me, man. You keep
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, he's on the edge. He's about to fucking melt down."
No,
Oh, you
you've
did a great show.
melted down to absolute zero.
No,
You've melted
what are you
down as
talking
far
about?
as you can melt
I
down.
apologize to the fans for blocking you during the show. I apologize for any state.
You have a reputation now of being unwell because of the. I mean, it's not even like you no longer have the
Okay.
ability to joke.
You're
and
just
say
trying to
jokes are
put that
funny.
in people's fucking heads.
Oh no. No. You
Aust-
have given up your edgelord card big time.
Okay, well, I think I
Big
could,
time.
I think I could stop being an edgelord. I think I said I should stop being an edgelord.
No,
It's
you
not-
can't be an edgelord anymore.
Yeah, it's
you
not-
can't criticize anyone anymore.
Okay, well, I think I could still
No,
criticize.
not the
people.
same way. You used to be like you would
Violent,
hammer
yeah.
you would hammer somebody with like some scathing criticism, but now it's like the
I think
blade
it's-
is dulled by you melted down.
Well,
over
now I have my
Riley.
own knife, so why do I need any other blade? Guys, don't forget pvk.com.
It's tough to see.
He said he was going to set up a promo code, and he still didn't.
I'm imagine this whole time I've been imagining like I bet people were trying to tell Eric July the same shit, and he acted the same way. And it made me sympathize with like Eric's wife and his friends
Yeah,
this whole week.
I don't know. I'm just. Is this show not fun? I'm having fun. Why are you? Whatever. I think you're gaslighting the audience. Whatever. You're gaslighting them. Stop it. Pink like Peachy for 2. I love you both. Now snap out of this.
Fuck yeah, seriously. No, but Vito doesn't see any if it to snap out of. That's the craziest thing.
I'm
having fun. I
am having
I turn
fun.
into a gray rock like I just read some kind of a bipolar survival handbook, like walking on eggshells or some shit. Whenever Riley comes up, you know you're gonna have to see him again, right?
I don't know. I can't talk about it. Austin Nix
No,
for
I'm
2.
telling you. You know you're gonna have to see him again, right?
Austin Nix for 2 says apologies matter when they are sincere. I think they were insincere.
And Vito's apologies 100% insincere.
Shut up. Austin Nix for 2.
100% insincere.
I love the fans. Send me a message. I've been talking to fans all week, and I love all you guys. Austin Nix for 2. Vito, be my friend IRL or I hate you. Oink, oink.
Oink.
Picture for 10. Vito was that cat. Your cat in the body cam footage from Ohio. Where that was bad. That lady was just. Well, that was from Ohio though. But there was a video of a lady eating
So
a
somebody
cat.
was eating a cat. Wow, can we get rid of her?
She's from
Wouldn't that be
America.
great?
She's like an
Sorry,
American.
I'm sorry. I didn't say it clearly enough. Can we get rid of her?
Go nuts. Do whatever feels right
Yeah.
with the cat eaters. I agree. Don't eat cats.
That's not what we're saying.
Don't eat cats and don't eat dogs.
We're saying get rid of the people.
Get rid of the ones eating
that are
cat.
eating the cats
I
and
think I
dogs.
can agree with that. Second Genesis for 5. I'm just glad my best friend Vito's having fun. Hazman again for 5. Vito got used to saying we a lot because of how much wiener goes in his mouth. Selenium or Wayzone for 2. The Swiss Eat Dogs 2. What? Mayo Delicacy Whites L.
Yeah, not really.
Austin Nix for 20. This is for Vito reading the oink in my first super chat instead of skipping it and saying, okay, thank you for the 20. Austin Nix. TT Vito for 2 Canadian, if Vito is my dead name. Cardinal for 5. We love Vito. Austin Nix for 2. Thank you, Dick, for reading the super chats. Vito L. We're splitting it. Matt C for 5 Australian. Never forget Ripperverse Day where the prices drop faster than the 3 buildings. Aklovich for 2. The Fat Watch will continue until morale improves. TT Vito for 2 Canadian. I'm sending a large group of black folk to Vito's.
You see when EVS had open house at Vito's when he was on stream
I
with
didn't
you?
see that,
That was
no.
it was like his Chiron.
Wait, what do you mean?
He had Ethan against Kyver
At the
and then
bottom?
It was, and then it was open house at Vito's.
I missed that. I didn't see
It
that.
was pretty funny. That was mid meltdown.
Flutter Dashy 64 for 5. Vito plays Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. I do want to do that. JJ for 2 says Free Riley is at $7,500.
FreeRiley.fund. You got to get Riley needs money to fight Eric. He's got his court date set October 3rd or something. Go to FreeRiley.fund. He needs like $2,000 or something like that to hire his lawyer because somebody else who couldn't take a joke and actually did call the cops when he showed up at his rented space that is also not private property, is taking him to court on domestic violence laws, which is really what all of this is about, because two men arguing online and saying whatever to each other is a fucking joke. All of these laws exist for women who are getting preyed on and abused by men. When two men do it, it is a preposterous farce, and everybody should hammer them relentlessly because it's so fucking stupid. So Eric July melted down, went after Riley. Riley needs help to defend himself. Go to freeriley.fund.
All right. Lord Pepsi for 5. Vito is the same as Eric July. Puerco Mammon Chillin'. I don't know what that means. Justin Broddick for 2 says pig party at Vito's private property.
My property.
One more refresh here. We're almost done. Let's see. Cardinal for 5.
We all love The Biggest Problem fans. Johnny Rocket, mentally chill guys. Avoid talking about the guy they called the cops on for no reason. Yeah.
All right.
I know. Here's Vito's fucking thing.
Those booty.
There he gets on a scale.
Oh, come on. Why is the pirate sad?
You want to get on the scale or not?
I do want to get on the scale.
Okay.
All right.
Here he goes. There he goes. 291, 291.8. 291.8.
Is it a mother's milk?
Here you go. Take it.
All right. And it is a copy of Cuties on DVD.
There you go, Vito.
Maybe I'll sign it, sell it at whatnot.com/invite/Vito Comedy. Been having a lot of fun selling
I'm only
magic
giving him
cards.
shit forever. Just so everybody knows, it's only going to be trash forever.
Where's the top supporters, which I need to fix this next week. I promise I will fix that.
Yeah, you're
Can
going
I
to have to
refresh?
cut off a column for the Vito files.
Can I refresh
think.
the super chats here? Guys, and if you're putting in member super chats, I can't figure out how to find them.
That's it.
So
No more
I'm
super
sorry.
chats.
Don't forget, if you're a member, though, we do support you. Thank you for being a member on the channel. And we got to do a bonus episode. If anyone has any suggestions for a good bonus episode.
The biggest problem in jokes at my expense.
Biggest problem in jokes at Dick's expense.
Yeah, the biggest problem in jokes that aren't funny.
I would like to do the video game challenge. I think that would be fun. So maybe people.
No,
can...
it's too mean spirited now though.
I want to do. You ever see the movie?
That was like for like if like everyone is friends and we're all laughing.
We
at other
are
people.
all friends. I'm having. I
now
love you.
that no. Now it's like.
Come on, what is this?
Now it's like.
Okay, well,
jokes aren't funny.
I would still like to be your friend, Dick. I think we are still friends. I hope our friendship doesn't end. I'm enjoying doing the show, and I think people are enjoying the show. And all that matters is people like the show, right? Isn't that the most important thing?
I don't know what that
Well, we
means.
can figure it out. You know what? There's a lot to be figured out.
No, I think the show's good when it's relatively honest. And now it's getting to the point of like it's almost maudlin. I don't know how to say it. It's like heavily performative.
Right. Well, here's the thing is everything I say, my friends tell me I'm lying. So I'm just going to stop saying things where I can be accused of lying. But I honestly enjoy doing this show and I'm having fun. I don't like just.
No one's saying you're lying about enjoying it.
Okay, well, I think we did some great problems on this one. I don't know, man.
Well, do you not know or?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, you got to fill me in.
You saw Eric July. You saw what he did, right?
Yeah.
He took it too seriously, a joke.
Right.
And now you saw the last week.
Right.
You taking a joke too seriously.
Sure.
But it's not. See, that's the lie. That's always where
okay,
the lie
I'm just
comes
all right.
in.
I got it. I'm lying. I'm a big liar.
Yeah, well, no, it's not even
I'm
a lie. It's like
big,
deflection.
Fat liar. I'm a
It's
piece of shit.
just,
I got it.
I'm not engaging. I'm gray rocking.
I know. I'm a liar. Everything I say is a lie, and no one can trust me ever on anything. Everything that comes out of my mouth is
Definitely
bullshit.
no one should trust you.
Got it. That's
definitely
fine. Okay. All right. I'm a big liar. But Here's what I'm not lying about.
Well, you did say that Mint just wanted you to promote her on EVS's stream, and now she's getting hate from Comicsgate. Because you said that about her.
Here's me not lying.
Because you said that about her.
Okay.
You said that about her,
Here's
and
what
now
I'm-
she's getting hate from Comicsgate
Here's
people.
what I'm not lying
You said
about.
that Mint is pissed because you don't promote her, and that's not true. Nobody wants your promotion. You said that about her.
Here's what
and
I'm not
this is
lying
your
about.
gray rock shit.
got-
Like you read a like a 101 psychology book.
I think
on it.
I think everybody really likes the show. They don't want the show to end, and the show is not ending.
It
okay?
will
It
eventually.
won't. Yeah,
no,
eventually.
No, it will eventually.
Okay.
It will.
Okay. Well, we can have that discussion, but I'm not gonna...
No. You and I do not have discussions off. I need to make it clear. You don't represent me. You're not talking
Okay.
about
All right. We
what
don't
I
have
believe. When
we
you're
don't
on
have
other
discussions.
streams and you're talking about who Riley is or what Riley is, you're not talking for me.
Sure. I'm not trying to.
Okay. We're not having a discussion about anything off the show.
Ever?
Definitely not about this.
Sure, not about this, but we should talk about doing a bonus episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about that. Okay.
Okay.
And maybe a movie review.
I can't do it, man.
You can't see a movie with me?
No, not after this stuff. It's way too tense right now.
Sure, right now. We'll get through it.
I don't
Guys,
think it's going to get better. Because
Internet-
you're going to get hammered more and more.
Look, internet drama is gay and temporary, okay? It doesn't
but you're
last
doing
forever.
It. You're bringing it on yourself.
And I'm stopping bringing it on myself.
No, this episode has been the opposite of that.
I really don't think that.
Whew, man. Well, you know better than
I've told you
everyone.
there's a thing I can't talk about.
Mint and Riley.
There's a thing I can't talk about.
I mean, you think that's cute, but it's like
It's not cute.
fucking
It's genuinely
stupid.
true. It's true. And I know everybody thinks I'm lying, but I'm not.
No one thinks you're lying.
Absolutely they do. You think I'm lying when I say I can't talk about it. I can't
In
talk
general,
about
I
it.
think you're lying.
Okay, in
but not
general,
talking
you
about
think
Mint
I'm
and Riley,
lying.
I think you're like,
okay,
you have some fucking weird truce or something, I guess. That's what people are saying.
I can't talk about it.
Oh, man.
But
it's like pulling fucking teeth. It's just...
We just don't have to talk about it. There's a lot of stuff we don't talk about on the show. I don't bring up stuff with you, you know? You have stuff that is...
You gonna threaten me?
No, that's not a threat. All right. I'm done. I'm going to go. I don't know why this is heated. I'm not threatening you. Okay? Bro,
There's
come
stuff
on.
I don't bring up? What the fuck is that supposed
There's
to
stuff
mean?
that I would never bring up certain things that go on in your life. Like, it's not... Yeah, I don't know. You have, like, red...
You better be fucking sure. Are you going to call the cops on me, too? Is that next?
All right. Do you want to
Yeah,
call
yeah.
this one? I love everybody. Great show. Biggestproblem.show. Vote on all the problems. Patreon.com/biggestproblem. And don't forget whatnot.com/invite
Go to freeriley.fund.
$15. Buy some magic cards. And Vito's Wheel of Consoles is shaping up.
The Vito shilling is just
Vito's
like painful.
Wheel of Consoles. People want to buy video game consoles. It's fun.
It's like
all right, I'm
it's
just
like
trying to have
fucking,
fun.
It's a fucking nightmare.
I'm trying to have
the
fun with my
shilling
life.
is like beyond.
I just really like magic
tolerable.
cards. I have a lot of fun opening magic cards. It's very fun for me, okay? And it's way better if I can sell them to other people because otherwise I go bankrupt. All right? Buying magic cards is an expensive hobby, and it's better if I sell them because then I can just crack them and everybody has a good time.
Yeah. Well, I guess everybody has a better understanding of how.
I think
everything
everybody
is
had
after
fun,
this
and
week.
we got another great show coming next week. Bonus episode coming soon. Hey! All right, we good?
Are you insane?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna head out. Cut the show. What do you want? Wow, I thought you want to play a music. You want to play an outro. What do you want? You want to do a rap? Is this my Coke? I think this is my Coke. Okay, I'm just gonna.